It's a great start to the video. Mikhail making all kinds of noise.
Do you want me to pour out my other dice back? It's just for a different game, so I don't use these.
Yeah? It wasn't very loud at all.
It might have been right next to the microphone, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Geeks on Dice. This is our Curse of Strahd stream called Curse on Dice. Last week, the group got to enter the wonderful world of Barovia. Lots of wonderful and nice, pleasant things happened to everybody. Obviously, that's not really the case. Ran into a creepy lady, met a skeleton man who can't quite
He was
remember.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
Sid tried to show off to Irina. Irina tried to show off to Sid. It was interesting.
What's the girl version of a bromance?
I want to say a woodmance, but that just doesn't sound right.
Either way, that's where
I
this
think
is
you can
leading.
still call it a bromance.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it.
Make it gender neutral, whatever. But yeah, we'll have our characters introduce themselves, starting with my left, going to the right. So, Jana, you're first this week.
My character's name is Sid. She's a human blood hunter who's kind of trying to search for her parents and do some other stuff, and she likes books.
Okay, and I should just call you guys by your character name, Sana.
Yes, I am Sana. Sana Mortui. I am a halfling wizard. I'm trying to learn magic in order to bring my dead fiance back to life, who was killed by a demon.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I forgot Millie's name, but Millie.
I am playing another halfling, Millie Sweetberry, rogue, who tries to find as much fun in life as she can due to things she didn't enjoy so much in the past.
Okay. And we won't be joined by our fourth this week for reasons unknown to me, but it's okay. He can't make it. Not his fault.
Work.
Work? Oh, that's always fun. Not really. If I keep moving, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm being attacked by a plant. So yeah, we left off right after a fight with some zombies, if I do recall correctly. I watched the video, so I should recall correctly. So yeah, at the very end, the man with the name that starts with a V apparently held up a ring, and it had kind of a signet with a crow or a raven on it, some kind of bird, and it said crow feather underneath it. He looks up here and says, "Maybe if we can figure out if this name means anything, I can get my memories back."
Can Sid do like a Arcana check or something just to see if anything sounds familiar about this ring?
Yeah, go ahead. You can roll an Arcana check.
Your Arcana.
All right, let's see.
+5 to mine.
Ooh, I have +3, and I just got a 14.
Oh, that's probably good enough. Maybe.
Well, the ring itself is not magic in any way, shape, or form. It's
Okay.
just kind of like a seal press, drop the wax on the paper, press it. People know who it's from. That kind of deal.
So it could be like a family sigil or something.
Yeah, that's the best that you think it is. And the name Crowfeather doesn't really stand out to you at all.
Okay. Well, we'll think about that.
Okay. As you're talking, Irina helps him back up. Finally, I forgot his name because I'm terrible at this. Ismark? That's the brother, right?
Yep.
Things going on. Yeah, Ismark finally stirs from his drunken stupor because he was so useful in the fight. He wakes up and says, "Oh, can we go now? Is everybody ready? Is Arena done playing dress up?"
Are you able to travel right now?
Yeah. I can walk as he stumbles like back and forth, like bouncing off banister to banister, trying to get down. Like when you go bowling and they put the bumpers up for you.
Hmm.
And then you guys begin hearing a church bell. Well, a bell of some sort, but you can assess that to be a church bell here, dinging. And Arena and Ismark and the man whose name starts with a V. We'll just call him Bone Man for now. He looks up. They all look up, and they kind of have a look of disgust on their face at just the very sound of the church bell.
So Sid will ask them like, "What's this about? Why do you look so freaked out or whatever?"
I'm not a big fan of religion or anything, but that seems a little extreme.
They look at you. Our Arena looks at you and says, "That place. That's no church. That's cursed. That's cursed land."
What's in it?
A man who would lock his own son in the cellar for over a year. Who knows what they're feeding him? All he does is scream and cry to come out. There used to be a congregation there.
So no one's tried to get him out?
A few have tried, but usually the priest stops them.
Is he magical? Can he cast spells?
Not that I've seen.
How does he stop people?
I'm using the wrong voice, I just realized. He just holds us back. He throws things. He stabbed one man, later apologized and offered to bless water in his house as holy water to protect him from vampires and the undead. But other than that,
So it's just one man.
yes.
Sounds useful. Having holy water.
We figure just leave him where he is. I feel bad for his son, though.
I say we go get some holy water, and maybe save the sun while we're at it. I feel like holy water might come in handy at some point.
That could help us out.
It's a good idea, but the DM has to find the right page again. I need bookmarks. I need lots of bookmarks.
Or we could just sneak this on out. There's
What's that?
that option.
What's that, Millie?
Huh?
What was that?
I said, or we could always just sneak this on out. That's always an option.
I say we wing it.
Words to live by.
We could always go check out the exterior of the church, see if there's any interesting exits.
So, we'll call the Skeleton Man V, actually, because it makes way more sense. So V and Ismark and Arena kind of all look at each other, like sideways glance, kind of. Oh, okay. People have tried, but the only way into the cellar's inside, so.
Yeah, those people aren't us.
We're
True.
the protagonists.
We have plot armor. We got this.
I got my glasses of.
They say, okay, all you have to do is follow the road straight. We'll follow you to the church, but we're not going inside.
Maybe Millie could go inside and kind of scope it out and maybe pretend to be like a little sad orphan looking for a handout and just get an idea of the interior for us.
That sounds like a good idea. Have we taken a short or long rest since fighting?
What's a short rest?
You hear a whisper on the link.
I really don't like Barovia.
um. So yeah, what do you guys want to do? You want to hang out for a minute, or do you want to just go ahead and start walking straight to the church? Because this sound kind of like a bad situation.
Regain one of my spell slots because I don't have any right now. So
Maybe you shouldn't burn through your spells so much.
well, I'm always to use them. I had opportunities.
I always thought magic was this really cool limitless thing, but you're kind of disappointing me.
I'm just learning.
Yeah, you used like all your spells last week before you even got to Barovia, didn't you?
Pretty much.
Now that's how you play. Trying to get comfortable.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can just take a short rest if you guys want, because I don't think we want to wait or whatever.
Okay, so you guys just take a minute here, like on the porch or in the house, you know, like the house, warm up by the fire for a second, or check out the bodies, which there's nothing on them. They were just corpses. They're nicely dressed if you want to steal like a moth-eaten or a worm-eaten petticoat or something, you know. That's about all there is to it.
Sid's just gonna kind of wait outside and keep watch and just see if there's any interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, other than the bell, nothing of interest. And it rang 4 times.
So, like, what time of day is it?
Probably 4 o'clock.
Okay,
4 p.m.
gotcha.
Yep.
Maybe it'd be better to sneak into the church when it's
Actually,
late.
now that you bring that up, I'm sorry. You get the general sense that it might be about 4 p.m. Sorry to cut you off, Matt, but you get the general sense that it's about 4 p.m. You don't think it's morning because the sky is kind of gray and overcast. You see 2 bright spots, as in like there's the sun there and the moon hasn't quite gone down or something yet. And thinking back on it, you don't think it's changed in your entire time being here. You've been here for 5-6 hours now.
Well, that's unusual.
Strange. This constant overcast, perpetual twilight type deal. But dark and gloomy, not pretty like the real one.
It's still like super foggy, eh?
No, not in not once you got to Barovia, the fog died down a lot. It's ankle high if there is any mist. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm just here for you guys to ask questions. You guys figure out what to do.
So, what does Millie think of that plan?
I'm always a fan of sneaking into places. It's a lot easier than talking to folks. That's
True.
not my suit.
So, are you guys? Well, we could try to wait till nightfall, but nightfall might not come. So, I don't know if there's always people in the church.
I don't really know if I need night. I can usually just hide behind people.
I think it'd be good if I went in.
Barrels, large buckets,
V would say,
dogs.
You'd be hard pressed to find people in that church. About the only one there anymore is the priest and his son.
Okay. So maybe Sid could try to distract the priest, and then
I can try to charm him.
Yeah.
I can put my charming glasses on him.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Millie could kind of lead the way in the sneaking, and I don't know how sneaky Sid is, not quite as much. So I don't know if we all want to try to get into the cellar together, or if someone should try to just keep the priest distracted.
Yeah,
It actually wouldn't be terrible.
Okay, so would Sana want to keep him distracted, and then Sid and Millie can try to sneak down there?
Yeah, I can try. I mean, he has a chance to succeed on the spell, so there's a chance he might get angry at me. But
Just give him a nice big smooch if he turns his head.
yeah,
All right, let's give it a try.
Okay, we got our plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you guys walk down the streets of Barovia. Yeah. You pass the house with the creepy lady. You pass what looks like could have been a general store at some point, and then across the street you pass that Blood on the Vine Tavern. The road takes a weird crook, and you see a large cliff face. At the top of the cliff face is a castle, and you're not quite sure how you haven't quite noticed it. Maybe it's the trees that are aligned with the castle. Random doggo attack. That's how you get viewership. You show your dogs.
the cat, my brother's cat.
Oh, cat. Okay. So, random fluffy animals. Always works. But yeah, you see the cliff, and on top of the cliff, or built into the top of the cliff, I should say, is a large castle, which you assume is the castle everyone's been talking about. It does look eerily similar to the one in some of the pictures in the book that you were given last week.
Interesting.
And at the bottom of it, at the base built into the cliff, you can see there's a kind of chapel, and off spread out to the side is a massive, massive graveyard as you walk up to it.
Wonder if there's zombies in there.
When
Is
you
there a
walk by,
way-
there's one man digging in the graveyard as you walk up to the door. There's only one door, it seems like, that goes into this chapel, and it's the big front door.
Does he notice us as we approach?
He probably looks up and sees you, but he doesn't acknowledge you in any way.
Sid will kind of wave awkwardly and say, "Good day, sir."
He looks up and just kind of gives like a half-hearted wave, just trying to be some kind of polite, which is the most that you've gotten besides with Arena and V and Ismark thus far by any Barovian.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he just kind of and then goes back to doubling.
All right. Seems
Anything
busy.
to not be working, you know. There's like a whole description I was supposed to read here, but I'm not going to. That sounds like
So
a
is Sana gonna go in first?
Sauna looks like they just froze.
Oh. Maybe we lost Matt.
he seems to be frozen. Oh no!
I'm sure he'll be back. Oh,
Hi, Matt. Welcome back. Uh-oh. You're not here?
Hey. No, it was all like jittery.
One of these days, I'm going to remember to hook my Wi-Fi up to my phone rather than the Wi-Fi here, because my phone processes faster, I guess. Super backwards, but okay. So yeah, you guys are walking up to the church. As you approach the door, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and burn marks, very similar to the Burgermeister's house, the house you found Irina in, that Ismark took you to. So who's
There's nobody knock around here?
What's that?
I said there's nobody knock around here.
Somebody really just needs to start letting their dogs in, more regularly. That's the issue. Rude.
Or pet ownership.
Okay, so who walks in first? Who ascends the stone steps?
I'll step in first.
Okay, so as you, just for color, are you just sliding in through one door trying to sneak in? Or are you like
Um,
who
I'm not sneaking in. I'm like making a big entrance.
big entrance, just fling the double doors open?
Yeah, I'm trying to like put all the attention on me while the other two kind of sneak away. Hopefully help
So
them.
should we wait outside for like a few minutes and then head in?
I
Even
just
with,
love the idea of the camera angle as Sana does that. Just doors slam open. What little light Barovia produces comes in, and instead of this big silhouette, there's just.
then the camera has to pan down to find her. Just trying to do this big Aragon entrance, and just all of a sudden, so yeah, as you walk in, the smell is generally musty. Despite your big entrance, the doors are too heavy to really like thrust open and bash against the walls or anything. They like slow down, slide on the gravel and the dirt that's built
Okay.
up. So like they're wedged open now. They do open inwards. There's, as you walk down the first corridor, there's two rooms on either side of you. Like there's a bedroom over here, there's a storage room of some sort over here, there's another bedroom, and there's some kind of office. And as you walk up to the chapel, you see the pews are all smashed to bits. The off to your left, there was one big stained glass window, it looked like, but most of the glass is smashed out of that. You can see birds flying in and out. The only thing you hear at this moment is the bells ringing as he's marking 5 o'clock, and there's a man behind the pulpit quietly chanting to himself as he pulls the bell, and so on and so forth.
Okay, and he hasn't noticed me come in yet?
If he has noticed you, then he's too engrossed in his prayers.
Okay. I guess I'll wait for him to keep doing his thing. And kind of.
Just trying to remember which deity.
We lost a bit of you there.
Of me?
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Everything you said.
Oh, I'm just gonna like wait and signal everybody else to come in.
All right. Okay, that's what I hoped you had said, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
So they seem pretty distracted, so probably the three of us could come in and sneak past.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too much trouble.
Did I spot any stairs, like a basement or like some sort of hatch into like a cellar?
If you take a moment, I'm not going to make you roll on this, because if you take a moment to search around, which I assume you would, you search each bedroom. It's pretty much, both bedrooms are completely bare except for a rusty bed, basically, with straw-filled mattresses. Across the hall in the office, there's not much. There is a tome, I should say, to his deity, but I'm trying to remember which deity it is. Before I say the wrong one and someone finally watches this video and comes after me because I said the wrong one.
So do you want me to roll investigation?
No. I just read this. I'm pretty sure it's Lathander that he prays to. The Lathander, the Morning Lord.
Lathander?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm almost 100% sure, so we're gonna go with that.
Okay.
So you probably find a book with a big like sunburst on it. I actually have descriptions. Yeah, everything I'd say. So the last room is that storage room, and as you search around, you see that there's basically nothing here in the storage. When the bells will stop for a minute, though, you notice a trap door off to the right, and it pops open like half an inch, and you hear someone screaming from under there, "Father, let me out! Why won't you let me out? Stop praying! You're making my head hurt!" Stop! He's calling me! And just continuously screaming for his dad to come out.
What if the son is evil, like he's a follower of Strahd or like a werewolf or something?
I'm guessing he's like a Frankenstein type of monster.
Maybe we
Really like
could.
He could
Okay.
just be a dick.
Before we go down there, maybe we should like get close to that crack and just try to talk to him and try to get some insight of like what he's up to and why he's locked up.
So who's going to be the brave soul that walks towards this trapdoor?
Well-
I'm gonna stay near the priest in case the priest like moves around or does
I'll
anything.
talk to it. I'm not that far from the ground to begin with.
Well, why wouldn't Sana try to like charm this boy and get some information out of him?
I guess I could do that. I thought the whole point was to get him out first.
But
I
he
guess we'll
could be evil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we could just ask the priest.
It's up to you guys, whatever you want to make the move.
Considering the mess this place is in, I don't exactly know what kind of mental state this person or priest might be in. Like, normally priests try to take care of their church, right?
Yeah, but you've seen the rest of this town, right?
That's fair.
I'm just going to approach the priest, but I'm going to make sure he's facing the opposite way of the trapdoor when I talk to him.
Okay, he honestly hasn't even left his like chapel area where the pews are.
Okay.
He's just walking around and like he's grabbed a broom and he's like mindlessly trying to sweep, but there's like no point because the dirt is basically carpet at this point.
Okay. So if I step out in front of him, does he like...
Yeah, as you approach him now that he's done praying, and again, in the background, I want you to remember this whole time you're hearing, "Father, let me out! Father, I'm starving, please!" So, the priest looks startled to see you. At first, he like grabs the broom like he's gonna hit you with it, and then he blinks and then he looks at you and goes, "Oh, you're but the child. What can I help you with? I haven't had visitors in a long time. Let alone you must be Visanti to be. You don't have the pallor."
I'm new in town. I'm just a little girl. Yep, that's right.
How could Strahd allow a child to come and be one of the outsiders? He's going to play a horrible game with you.
That's why I've come to you. I thought maybe you could help me.
What could I possibly do to help you?
Well, I heard you had some holy water here.
He looks around. And he sees like a baptism. There's like a baptism pool. It looks like a bird bath more than anything. Like in the back corner, and he's like, but it's toppled over and cracked. He says, "I used to."
Oh, that's a shame. Do you have any other kind of holy symbols?
And he thinks for a minute. And he touches his neck. Only this one, but I must have it for the protection, of course. He says, "But if you have any water of your own, I could bless it." Oh no, I think Matt froze again.
Well, why don't we cut back to the other two while we wait?
Yeah, we'll cut back.
So,
Oh.
there he is.
Now
Oh, there's
there's-
two of them.
Oh, what?
As long as one of them can talk.
Yeah, I closed the other one, but okay.
I really just want the moving one to look at the non-moving one. And
This
see
to my
that
left.
on my screen.
Look to the other way.
Look to your. There you go.
There you go.
My life is fulfilled.
And that's forever memorialized on the internet.
All right.
All right. Well, before we cut back, then I might as well finish this up. But yes, if you have any water, I could bless that for you. That's about the best I could do.
I have a water skin.
Well, I don't want to take your drinking water now.
Well, isn't it water that you asked for?
Yes. But
Or is it?
you don't want to waste your drinking water, do you?
I can get more drinking water.
That's true. Thanks for a minute. But how will you know when you've ran out of the blessed water? And he thinks for a minute. Wait. And he walks behind the pulpit and he grabs a small like iron flask. It's about apple mat. That's a good one. But he grabs like a flask. It's only about that big. It's not huge. Probably holds like half a pint or something. And he says, "Here, pour some water in here." And when you pour some water, you hold it up to the sunlight through the stained glass. Say, "By the blessed name of the Holy Lord, please repel all darkness by the power of this water," and some other crap. Basically, and he says, "This is the best I could do for you now. But are you alone? Why would you come alone? People say this place is cursed. I allow that room to spread to avoid disruptions."
Well, I'm new in town, so I didn't know that.
You do now. And like,
Tell me about yourself. What do you like? What do you like to do in your free time?
I like.
While I'm talking to him, the other two are doing their thing.
Okay, so we can just pan back over to them.
Up to them, yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm just trying to keep them busy.
I got you. I was gonna keep going. I you know, I can do this all day.
So do you have a pet or family? You got some?
I used to have a pet bird, but he ran into a wall a while ago, and he didn't come back to life. So
I have a pet owl, and I bring out my owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your owl would have ate my bird, you know. But in my free time, I like to pray, and we're gonna pan over now.
Okay. So
So is Sid and Millie doing that thing right now? Like, I'm not going over there. You go over there. No, I'm not going over there.
Yeah.
You go over there.
a little bit.
Millie will just walk right over.
Oh.
Okay.
Halflings and Fear don't really get along well.
Okay.
Kind of get down real low because it doesn't take much effort for her.
So Sid just kind of is a few
Answer
steps
a few
back.
questions.
So the hatch is kind of open. Like I said, it's only a quarter inch, half inch. It's just enough to like peer through. And as you like crawl on your hands and knees to try and get close, you see nothing but blackness. You see a hand holding up, and then just like a yellow eye pops up, sees you, looks at you for a second, looks over at Sid, and drops and just backs off down. You hear like scurrying and like the stomp down the stairs.
Sid's just gonna step forward and like knock on the hatch door to see if there's a response.
And the screaming is stopped. But now you hear, "Go away! You shouldn't be here! I want my father! Tell my father to let me out! I'm starving! I'm so hungry!"
Random question, Sid. You're the learned one. Are yellow eyes normal?
Not in most cases. Unless he has jaundice.
Or he's malnourished.
Yeah.
Which often causes jaundice.
Maybe we could slip him some food and maybe he'll be more willing to talk.
Not going to ruin any of my rations.
So Sid will kind of knock again and she'll say, "We can give you some food. We just want to talk to you."
Go away! I can't talk to you. I need to talk to my father. Only my father. I can only talk to my father. I can't talk to you.
Well, why don't you give us a message and then we'll tell it to your father?
Tell him I'm hungry. I'm starving. Tell him to let me out. I have to get out.
You see, if you answered questions, we might be willing to help you. but you're being really indignant.
There's no response. There's a long pause and it says, I can't answer any questions. I don't know. I've been down here for so long. Please help.
Do you remember why you're down there?
Because my father hates me.
Then why do you want to talk to him?
He thinks I'm a monster. Because I want to leave. Please help me leave.
Why does he think you're a monster?
I don't know.
Can I insight check this guy? See if he's bullshitting us. I don't got this as a skill, so I don't have that big of a bonus.
Sid has good insight.
Thank God for you, my own little golden snitch. That's a 21.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's bullshitting you right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll just look up and say, I'm pretty sure he's full of shit.
Oh.
Like, I've been lied to by some weird people. Trust me, some weird, creepy people. He's putting on that vibe.
Camera pans over to Dovan, like picking his nose outside the back.
Probably trying to kill some innocent fucking rodent or something.
Harassing the gravekeeper.
As you guys saying,
So-
this should be like a rat, like crawl under the hatch and get down into the basement.
So Sid says, yeah, I have a bad feeling about this guy too. I don't think we should let him out.
Suddenly you hear shuffling, and the rat squeaks. Then you hear more
Yeah,
shuffling.
that rat's dead. Pretty sure I heard a crunch in there.
Okay, well, maybe we should just go talk to the priest now.
Is there anything in the room that we could put on top of the hatch?
Yeah, batten it down a little bit.
There's a couple broken barrels, half a desk, a couple stacked chairs. There's not a whole lot you can stack on top of this.
Let's just pile a bit of this crap on it. You know, extra
Yeah.
precautions.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
So while he's bullshitting with the priest, we're just throwing crap.
Yeah.
So you see him he hears you guys thudding everything on there, and he tries to lift the hatch and doesn't quite get it. Just please don't trap me in here. I just want to leave. I'll leave and I won't come back. I won't come back.
We don't believe you.
Only
Wait.
where the heart is.
Like he sticks his fingers through, and like you throw a chair on and slams his fingers.
Oh,
Why? I don't even know you. Why are you so mean to me?
we're the monsters. All right, well, Sid wants some more answers, and it seems like she'll get those from the priest. So she'll leave the room.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Okay. Dovan's still picking his nose, so you guys wander over to the priest, and you see Sana is starting to like run out of questions to ask him. And the priest is going on about, when I'm not praying, I sweep, but it doesn't seem to be doing any good anymore. And I've tried to pick up the pieces of wood and repair the pews, but they always fall back apart. And that rafter looks like it's about to fall, and there's a leak over there.
Who has mending?
Not the rogue.
Did you pick that, Matt?
I didn't get mending now.
Darn.
A minor illusion. I can make it look like it's fixed.
Better. Much, much better.
You can make it like golden brackets and everything. It'd be awesome. I'd be so happy for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sid's just gonna walk up kind of to between the two and be like, hi.
Yeah, he sees you guys come around the corner. He's like startled. He goes, "Oh, you must be the other outsiders. There's only 3 of you. Usually there's at least 4 or 5.
Yeah, the big guy's outside.
Big guy." And he looks at you guys. I guess compared to the 3 of you, yes, anyone must be big.
What do you mean
Sure.
usually?
I can see why people don't come to your church anymore. Bit rude.
He looks very sad. Very sad. He looks down and starts sweeping again. not really moving anything with the broom. Like the bristles are falling out.
I'm gonna ask him what he meant by usually 4 or 5.
Well, you're not the first group of outsiders to come. You see, when struck the he doesn't
Vampire dick.
he doesn't know how to seem to phrase it. The one who lives in the castle above. When he gets bored, he sends out his lackeys to assemble a group to bring here to entertain him for a while. You
Well,
must be that group.
that's my bad, guys.
And he looks at Sid for a minute and says, "There's something very strange about you, though."
What? Is there something on my face?
Yes, but that's not what I meant. You frantically look.
So what do you mean?
There's something different about you. The outsiders always seem one way, but you don't seem that one way. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, I guess I'm kind of weird, but
He looks at the halflings and he says, "You two, on the other hand, though you may be child-sized, you're fairly normal for the outsiders."
I don't know what you mean by that.
That is a compliment.
couple of normies.
So what happens to most of the people that come here?
Did you see the graveyard as you approached?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Well-
big.
Most of them are in there.
Oh. Maybe we can get some nice loot off of those. Just
No, they were looted long ago by the Visanti.
wow. Okay.
My kind of people.
Either that or they're in the treasure
I
hole.
don't need anything.
They're in the treasure room in Castle Ravenloft.
Is that the big castle behind here?
Yes, the one on top of the mountain.
Is that where he who shall not be named lives?
As far as I know, I don't know.
What's the name for Strahd?
I once heard that he got a lake house, but why would you? You have a castle.
Castle, lake house.
The
Both
rich
nice.
never have enough. I don't understand it.
Anyway, why is your son locked up?
My son. And then he just now seems to notice the screams. He shakes his head and he looks more sad than when Millie insulted him. Last year, one of these groups that I've told you about, there was only one surviving member after an encounter with the Count. And he came back to Barovia and came back from Valaki. And he brought men and women, and they took up arms and marched on Castle Ravenloft. Most of them are buried. A few of them he turned to vampires, my son included,
Oh.
only to spite me further. What was
So your
that?
son's a vampire?
And at this point, he does start crying. You can see tears falling into the dirt. He says, "Yes, yes." He's like, "Oh, I'm making a mess of things," and he tries to like sweep harder. He starts turning away from you guys. Like, you shouldn't see a priest cry. That's right.
So Sid whips out one of her like many books on the occult, searching for like some kind of vampire-based book and wondering if she can find any info on like if there's any way to, when someone's a vampire, to transform them back into a human.
Which book in particular?
Oh, I guess I have to come up with a book name. How about Genealogy of the Modern Vampire?
Okay, and I missed kind of what you were trying to say there.
She's basically just looking for information on if there's any way to transform a vampire back into a human.
You would honestly probably know. I mean, you might doubt it,
Mhm.
but your parents were vampire hunters.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So they would insist your whole life that you should never try to help a vampire. You cannot turn them back to human.
Okay, so Sid will say, very matter-of-factly that, we should probably just kill your son.
Whoa, don't put it like that.
He looks absolutely appalled at you right now.
I like shove her out of the way and say, well, it might be better just to put him out of his misery.
Sid starts just digging through her bag again and looking for a wooden stake.
He starts shaking his head. No, I can't. I cannot let you harm my son. And then he like starts digging through his robes and pulls out a knife. Please leave.
I use charm person on him.
That's a wisdom save, right?
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
And if he was pulling a knife to start combat, then he has advantage, I think.
Oh, don't tell him that.
If it's a hostile
If
person,
If
right?
he's hostile,
Battle.
that's your choice.
Okay, so I don't have any modifier. He doesn't have a stat block. But the lower one was 13. The
Okay.
higher one was a 17 on the die.
Oh yeah, he succeeds.
So he doesn't even notice you trying to charm him. He's completely unfazed by it. He's please, like he's backing up holding the knife, but because he can see like weapons on you guys. He sees where he has like a little knife. Millie has a dagger.
Like a dagger, a rapier, and a short bow.
Like the rapier is probably like long enough to drag on the ground while she's walking if she's not paying attention.
Like for being so small, Millie's kind of freaking decked out.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't feel like stabbing this really sad-looking priest.
Yeah, so Sid's just gonna try to like convince him. He's like, "Look, your son is a lost cause. There's no way to transform him back. He's a vampire. He's suffering, and we need to put him out of his misery."
I cannot let you do that. I cannot do it. There's a way to turn him back, and I will find it one day. I just have to keep praying to the Morning Lord. One day he will bless me with a boon, and I will ask for my son to be back.
I know how to turn him back. Yeah, I know exactly how to turn him back.
You do?
Yeah. Give us a few minutes with him. And there's like a 98% chance it'll work. So that's like 2% chance it might fail and he'll die, but like 98%. We could totally cure him. Just give us a few minutes with him.
I'm trying to decide if you should roll persuasion or deception here.
I think I'm being
Do
deceptive.
you know how to fix him?
I'm not telling the truth, obviously.
You're trying to say, all right, go ahead and try to deceive him.
All right, I got no modifiers on that.
Oh no.
8. Like a 98%.
It's like 98% chance it will fail. I've seen your kind come around and try to fix him. I can smell the evil magic on you.
All right, well, your loss, I guess. Guess you'll just have to live with a vampire son.
The Morning Lord will save him and his soul one day. Just as soon as his soul returns to his body.
Anybody else got any ideas?
Sid's kind of like trying to secretly hatch a plan to come back and like kill this son somehow and then study his body.
So what time you normally go to sleep?
I do not sleep.
Ever?
That's very healthy.
He's gonna roll deception. He rolled a 9, so yeah, you can tell he's lying. But bags under his eyes, and it looking like basically he looks like he has black eyes. It would tell you that he probably does not sleep very often.
How about we come back after we level up and I can put him to sleep with.
Yeah. Good call.
So
right.
hard on killing this vampire child.
All right. Well, thanks, Mr. Priest.
To figure
Sorry.
out happened to that lady's daughter.
What's that?
Oh, right.
Crazy
What?
lady, like throwing shit at me. We need to figure out what happened to her daughter.
Oh yeah, what was her name?
Are you guys saying this in front of the priest? Or are you like ignoring him now?
Yes! Millie is the least couth person you will meet. Just assume I'm saying it in front of the people, unless I am whispering it.
He says, the priest will respond to you. Whose daughter has gone missing now? You must save her. He will turn her. He will find her, or she will be torn apart by the wolves.
Was that
Where-
Gertruda?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gertrude.
Big Gertruda.
Where can we find them? Like, who's taking these girls?
You think for a minute. And obviously, guys would have
Pretty sure Gertrude left on her own.
left on her own.
That place looked like a real
Hey.
shithole.
He thinks for a minute. He says, I do not know the people of the town very well anymore, but I'm assuming you're talking about Mary's daughter.
Is Mary the one who likes to cry and throw things at small people?
If you broke into her home, I would assume probably. Last time,
Govan broke
Yeah.
into her home. I was just riding his shoulders.
he looks around. Which one of you is Dovin?
Going outside.
Oh, there's one outside. So there's 4 of you, not 3. That makes more sense. Is he small like the rest of you?
He's
I've
a big guy.
I've gotten off track. Wait, one of you said he was small and one of you said he was big. Now I'm confused.
I guess you could call him a medium.
Is he bigger than me? This guy's like 5'4". Bigger than me?
Why
Small?
do you care so much about how tall he is?
I don't, but you've confused me now. One of you said he was big and one of you said he was small.
Is it really that important?
No. Why are you dragging it on?
Schrodinger's height situation at this point. He's either tall or he's short. And it's
I thought we were
not
talking
really
about
gonna-
Mary and her daughter. What happened? Got so off topic.
Okay, so wait, who's been going after these girls?
I don't believe anyone went after. He thinks Gertruda, I believe, was the poor girl's name. From what I understand, Mary smothered her to the point of her running away on her 17th birthday. And he thinks, I believe someone else's 17th birthday is coming up as well, but I can't remember who.
So they're targeted when they turn 17.
No, not in particular. Only one person that I've seen lately has been targeted.
Is that Arena?
Yes, the poor girl Arena.
Yeah,
Her.
she's my new best friend.
That's good. The poor girl doesn't make many friends. She's
Millie just gives Sid kind of a sad smile.
Yeah, we're gonna protect her. Don't worry.
gives Millie like a knowing glance. Oh, who's best friend? Okay.
My best friend.
So he just starts smiling at you. Yes.
And then she might be a little hurt.
So nice. That's so nice. One of those.
She just met her.
Hey, we have a deep bond.
Yes.
Friends.
You get a far off look. And says, "Oh, right, Mary, her daughter." From what I understand, Mary just smothered her daughter to the point of her running away. There's no telling where the poor girl's run to. If she's run into the forest, she's likely been eaten by wolves already. If she ran down the street, she may have been attacked by bandits, or wolves, or vampires, or zombies, or eaten by the fog. There's
Eaten by the fog. Let's
if-
just go back to that real quick. Bandits make sense to me. Wolves make sense to me. Getting eaten by a mist is not in my repertoire of things I understand.
That's only if you leave through the eastern gate. If you leave through the western gate, it's only wolves and bandits. And
What kind of fucked up world is this?
this is the plane of despair, the realm of Strahd. It's not pleasant. I don't know who gave you your invitation, but
Why do you all live here?
Give me a fucking invitation.
there is no escaping the land of Strahd. The realm of Strahd. I must stop saying his name. I say it again and he'll appear, I promise.
Oh, don't say it 2 times.
How would you spell that? STR. You've been helping me with this. What comes after the R? Sid?
I assume it'll be an A for Strahd.
Straw. Is there a W in there? Straw has W.
No, no W. H. There's an H and a D.
Sid kind of pats Millie on the head and like, you're
Wow.
trying. That's great. You're trying.
Rod.
You like look at it and like the H doesn't make any sense in the word. You're like the silent E. Why is that even there?
Oh, I get it. It's like, oh.
Strahd?
What's that, Matt?
There's a silent E in Strahd?
No.
We're off topic again.
Gotta turn up Matt's a little bit. There we go.
Uh,
There you go. Now I should be able to hear you.
Oh, good.
There you are.
Yeah.
so tell us again, which gate was the one with the person eating mist?
The Eastern Gate. You
Okay.
must have come in that way. Most of the new travelers, or the outsiders, come in through the Eastern Gate and leave through the Western, and usually are carried in a box back through the Western Gate and dropped in over there. But you don't need to talk about that. You will be fine. You will be fine.
You're not really. You're really bad at your job. You're just real bad at your job.
He goes, well, I worship the morning lord, and he looks outside. There never seems to be morning anymore. I don't know how well I'm expected to do my job anymore. I cannot even.
Maybe because you're bad at your job that there's never morning anymore. Did you think about that correlation?
He looks utterly devastated at this. Millie, you may have just broken this man's spirit.
Okay, Millie, time to go.
Really? His vampiric son who can't be cured didn't do that? Shit.
Just
My
the
bad.
straw, the straw that broke the camel's back.
I'm the Strahd.
Yeah, we went there.
Let's leave this poor broken man to suffer.
He just drops to his knees and starts praying and begging forgiveness from Lathander. He's rocking back and forth in an almost fetal position.
I feel like I should give him something.
Maybe I'm right and he'll make the sun come back up.
And then he says, and please bless these poor travelers. They've got lost and they're stuck in this land of Barovia, the realm of Strahd. And even that mean little one, I don't know her name, but she's a despicable person, but please open her heart and make her kind to others. And he's just rambling at this point.
I'm going to put a couple of copper pieces in the donation box before we leave.
You look for a donation box and you like don't see one, so you just kind of put them down on the floor where he would notice them.
Right in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Millie pouts at the mean part. Like, she is the one who advocated not stabbing him.
Sure. She says hurtful words, but she doesn't mean them. I know she doesn't. Just open her heart, please.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry for scarring you further, but
It was nice meeting most of you.
yeah. Well,
He looks pointedly at Millie, even though some of you try to hurt my feelings.
did he forget that like Sid was gonna kill his son?
Yeah, he's a broken man. He doesn't remember 5 minutes ago at all.
All right.
Can I try to convince him that we can heal his son again?
And I'm the monster.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Oh, let's get out of here.
Let's go do something nice for someone.
Yeah.
Go talk to the gravedigger. Maybe he needs help.
Oh God.
Let's go prove this isn't an evil party.
Yeah.
So
Vampire isn't really evil.
as you walk out the door, Sid, I keep rolling my eyes because I'm trying to remember things. I'm sorry, guys. But Sid, you hear whispers again in your like right there. Just the book, read the book, read the book.
So Sid kind of like grasps her head. And she's like, "Oh no, not again."
And it's just like different voices: male, female, child, adult, deep, high pitch.
So
When Sid's gonna slap
Sid,
her in the
Sid just says like, "Oh, what book? I have a lot of books. Is there a particular book?
Nothing.
Probably the weird book that I just got recently." Oh, guys,
Just
I'm
yourself.
yeah, I seem like I'm talking to myself about books at this point.
Nothing. It's nothing different. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I mean, she's probably done this before in unrelated circumstances, but so she'll turn to them and be like, I heard the voice again, and it's telling me to read the book.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I mean,
I said do it.
You mean the
Like,
bat one?
every person we've talked to about Strahd has said it's a game to him.
so we should play along.
Maybe the
To
man
some extent.
is in there.
What's the point of a game that can't be won?
All right. So Sid will pull out that strange Legion of Bats tome from her bag, and she's just gonna kind of like crack it open just a tiny bit, like she's kind of fearful of what's inside, and she's like squinting at it, and then she'll slowly open it up.
Doesn't
Okay.
bats fly out?
Ah!
And out pops a Drago Lich. You're all dead.
Oh.
3 beholders at its beck and call.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair.
So you open the book and it's still doing that weird thing that some of the words are hurting your head. So you're just kind of flipping through, like, how am I supposed to read this? And finally, you come across the word crow feather towards the back of the book.
Oh.
And then you flip back through, maybe you miss something, and you find one with an actual paragraph that you can read. And at the top of it, it seems to be headlined "March of the Dead." And it says, "Every night, an eerie green light suffuses the graveyard. From this light emerges a ghostly procession, wavering images of doughty women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and the archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All of these and much, much more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second as they march on towards the castle."
So I'll tell them. So okay, I guess I can read one paragraph, and it's saying that this graveyard at night, a bunch of ghosts pop out and walk to the castle.
And there is a new picture in there, and it is a small church in a small little graveyard with a big oak tree in the middle of the graveyard.
Oh, so does this picture not look like the one we're currently in front of?
Not quite, but there is a cliff behind this one too.
Oh.
But
So
the
they're
church
similar?
looks different. The graveyard looks different. The surroundings look kind of different, but it's a little similar.
Okay.
Kind of like if someone like me who can't draw tried to redraw somewhere they've been. Kind of looks like that.
Okay. So Sid kind of like circles back to the crow feather thing, and she's like, "Oh, crow feather. That's weird." And she's gonna slip on the ring and then look at the book again.
The crow feather ring.
Yeah.
So you look at it, and it says, "And his name was changed to Crow Feather." And it's the only line you can read out of it with the ring on. Which is odd because you did check it earlier and knew that it was not arcane in any way.
Okay. Well, she'll probably keep wearing it for now, and make a mental
in some
note of
cultures,
that.
means you're married.
Pardon?
And in some cultures that means you're married.
At least it's not a Selkie.
She won't wear it on her ring finger, though.
It's true. Okay, so while Sid was like sitting on the steps reading this, the creepy guy and the yelling and all that distraction going on behind her. What were the rest of you doing? Just watching her?
I'd probably sit with the book as well. Like sit next to her.
Yeah, you can read most of the things, except for you can only see the word crowfeather in there. You can't see the whole line that she could read.
Millie has almost no interest in the book, so she's looking around the area.
Yeah, there's not a lot to see.
Around the two of them.
There's not a lot to see. There's a graveyard. When you walk out of the building, it'd be off to your left. There's kind of an open field with the low fog hanging. You kind of look, and you used to like fireflies flying in that, but there's none there. And there's, of course, the forest behind it. Then there's the town in front of you, and that's about it. Dovin's just standing there waiting for you guys to carry on.
I throw a pebble at Dovin while he's not looking.
What you do?
I throw a pebble at Dovin while he's not looking, and then I hide behind those two like I didn't do anything.
Just your usual antics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, do you want to wait here till nightfall? Is there a nightfall here?
It's pretty dark now. It seems to always be pretty dark, and then it gets very dark.
Is there like a clock tower or something?
No, the only real signal for the time changing would be the bells that he rings every hour.
So there
Alright.
actually is like no night here, basically.
Not that you've seen yet, no.
Okay.
You've only been here for 5, 6, 7 hours, something like that, so. As far as you know, you could have been here for days walking through the woods. You don't quite remember. When you try to think back, it's a little fuzzy. Not to mention foggy.
Mm-hmm.
I had to.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I want to wait.
By the way, the arena and Ismark are all standing like outside the church too,
Oh, okay.
chatting amongst themselves.
Oh,
So-
Millie, while they're looking at the book, Millie's gonna go talk to them then.
So yeah, at the remark of Crowfeather, he probably would have perked up. V would have perked up for just a minute.
So Sid will say, do you know anything about this crowfeather stuff in the book?
He thinks for a minute. He goes, "I didn't even know you had a book with my name in it."
That's your name?
He says, "Crowfeather, you have my ring."
Oh, well, yeah. Do you want it?
He says, "Wait, is it my ring?" And then he pulls out that paper that he has, and he says, "This is fresh, Crowfeather, my last name. You can keep it.
Where did I get that ring? Where'd that ring come from? I don't remember.
Apparently, you took it from him when he showed up after the fight and showed you the signet ring."
Oh, okay.
I was just rolling with it. I don't remember you taking it, but I was like, "All right, you have the ring. Cool."
I think he showed it to me, and then I think I assumed it was mine, so... Oops.
He's a skeleton. He has short memory. He won't remember.
I'm a player character. I just suddenly have.
So, yeah, so she'll be like, yeah, sorry, I kind of took your ring, but it let me read, like, some weird stuff in the book, so, yeah, it said something about you in the book.
You're sure it was me? Did it say my first name? Did it start with a V? I'm certain it starts with a V.
No, sorry.
Is it Victor?
What is it? What'd you say?
Victor, Vin, Val.
Something of that sort. It starts with a V. When I know for sure, I will let you know.
I'm gonna call you Victor.
Sure.
So, can I hold on to your ring a little longer?
Yeah. I have it written down on my paper, and he folds it back up and sticks it back in the inside coat of his pocket.
Okay.
Like you realize his coat pocket's like dangerously close to all his stab wounds from his dramatic acting.
Can I
So
ask him for his paper?
He goes, yes. And he hands to you. I think Matt just froze again. Nope. Okay.
I'm back, yeah.
He hands you the paper, and it's the same thing you saw last time.
Okay.
I don't remember everything it said it last time, so I can try to remember.
Yeah, it just said like directions and stuff. But I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna like write down kind of secretly owes Sana 10 gold. I'm gonna like wrap it up and give it back to him.
I roll a sleight of hand to see if he knows you're writing it.
Okay. Sleight of hand. That's 13.
Yeah, so you just walk behind Dovan, you write something down real quick, fold it up, like you blow on it, trying to make the ink dry real fast, looking over it, fold it up, and then you hand it back to him. He takes it with a nod, puts his top hat back on.
Okay, sorry, Sid, you had something you wanted to say?
yeah, I was just gonna ask the group if they knew anything about the March of the Dead.
In character or out of character?
No, I mean like the NPCs.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
They all look at each other, and they say at midnight, ghosts from past outsiders and those who would stand against Strahd rise from the dead and take siege to the castle, but they never make it past the woods. But
Have you ever seen this happen?
no one here has seen this happen. We're all inside and hiding by the end of the day. The only one that's seen it, and it like points over, and like you can see the one house that would see over the other houses is Mad Mary's house. Is Mary, but she's not quite the most reliable source lately, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, she's not too friendly.
She likes throwing things.
And then Arena would point at the other houses backed up against the cemetery and say, "No one lives in these. They've been abandoned for some time. Too close to all the death, I think, and plus the church is cursed. I mean, you've seen it."
Oh, we've seen it. Okay, well, do you guys want to hold up in one of these abandoned houses and just see if we can see this thing with our own eyes?
Yeah, I'd rather see what they do before we go bouncing about at night.
Good idea. Give some time to rest up. I feel like we've been on our feet this whole time. We had a chance to sit down.
Okay, so maybe we could tell Arena that do they seem like they want to go to the other place like right now or in the morning?
If you would ask them, they would tell you that they want to leave as soon as absolutely possible. They do not want to be here in Barovia anymore. It's too close to the castle. Strahd keeps coming after Arena. Strahd's going to be coming after you guys now.
What? We could just put it off until we do what we're doing with these.
Also, they would point out, why would we stay in one of these horribly rundown houses? We have the big house at the end of the street.
We want to see the March of the Dead.
I see. And then Arena, that is Mark talking, so Arena would speak up. Yeah, I've kind of always wanted to see if it was true or not myself.
Yeah, Arena, we can have like a slumber party.
He slowly says, yeah, we could do that.
I mean, if you want to.
Sure. And like, sure. There's plenty of girls here now. She thinks for a minute. She's like, I haven't known many girls that weren't Barovians anyway. Ding.
Let's do it.
It's so fucking weird.
So yeah, why don't we pick one of these abandoned houses, or we could always just go take a peek through all of them and see if there's anything interesting or which one seems the most secure.
So as you guys go from house to house, and for the most part, you really can't see inside. The doors are boarded up, the windows are boarded up pretty well for the most part. There might be one or two where the door itself isn't, but occasionally you'll find a door that's kicked in. You kind of walk in for a second, bats come flying out at you.
Ah, God!
A few of them have nameless piles of sludge just laying on the floor.
Hmm.
Moss and mold are growing inside from like the rain falling on the broken open windows, basically.
I don't really like the furniture arrangement of this one.
Don't you have a spell to make everything look nicer?
Millie begins running around the house looking for anything that might be of value. This is a new place, and she likes new places.
Okay. Millie, roll a d20.
6.
Millie rolled 6. Okay. Matt and Jana, both of you roll a d4.
Okay. I got a 1.
I got a
Oh,
4.
You can get the same number, don't worry. What'd you get, Matt?
4.
Wonderful, wonderful. Millie, you get swarmed by a gigantic horde of rats.
Well, that's just very fun.
Everyone roll initiative.
all right.
17.
While you're doing this, by the way, your NPCs are outside and not willing to fight at the moment.
I think we can handle some rats.
Sure you can.
Talking about I'm by myself and getting swarmed by rats.
So would Millie get?
17.
Sid?
7.
Donna?
14.
Rats? Gotta do maths. I was not expecting this.
We want to leave Dovin outside too.
Yeah, because I don't have his character sheet on hand.
That's fair.
And just for fun, we're gonna say because Millie said she was running around. You guys didn't quite notice which off direction she went. It's not a big place. There's like one hallway with 2 bedrooms down there.
And there's a rat in her mouth, so she can't scream.
Right. She's small, so she like flop out the door and wave. You know. She's just under this wave of rats.
Oh,
By the way, the D4s that I had you guys roll were how many swarms of rats there were.
great!
5
Jesus.
swarms of rats is fun.
That's a lot of rats.
Yeah. So Millie, you're actually first.
Well, don't want to disengage. Run into the nearest room and hide.
Okay.
Millie walked around a corner and saw a horde of rats. She is 2'10". This is not something she wants to deal with.
Okay, Millie, go ahead and roll stealth real quick versus their keen smell.
14 plus 7 is 21.
You successfully hid from some rats. They're total of 15. But they are pouring out, and they're going all over the house now. They are in the room you're in, but they don't quite see you. But they're in the main living quarters, and the rest of you guys can see them. And they can see you, so they're going to attack. We're going to say... I did say someone was in the room with you, so... 2 swarms, 2 swarms. Seems fair. I like how the book says Swarm of Ravens. It's definitely called a murder. Okay, Okay, Sid, does a 12 hit you? Wait, I have
Nope.
your... No.
Hmm?
A 13 hits you, though, don't it?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
So that's 14 piercing damage.
What? I'm out.
Ouch.
I'm unconscious.
Woo.
Uh-oh.
So
Hey.
the swarm of rats just piles into the room, covers up Sana, and turns on you, Sid.
Are you unconscious or dying?
Dying, I guess.
Whee! All right.
So
Okay.
yeah, Sana, go ahead and roll a death saving throw.
Right now?
I think it's next turn, isn't it?
No, it's just on your turn. I mean, we can wait until next turn if you want to. If you'd rather. Or we could try and get you up sooner.
It doesn't matter. I'll roll. I got a 3.
Yikes.
That's called a fail. That is unfortunate. Sid, you're next. You just see this wave of rats take Sana out in like one go.
Okay. Okay, so she's like surrounded by rats right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Do something big. These look scary.
I'm trying to think of what to do. I think I'll what?
Throw a book at them.
Well, I'm wondering if I should try to stabilize you.
I still have one more round.
You got 2 more rolls.
One or two.
Okay, well,
Roll a 1.
I'll run over to where
Huh?
Sana is.
Uh-huh.
What'd you say?
No, I was just saying, as long as Matt doesn't roll a 1 on his next death saving throw, he should be all right.
Okay. So I guess I'll try attacking this round and stabilizing next round. So don't roll a 1.
I'll try
So-
not.
So
Please.
Sid,
I like Sana.
yeah. Okay. So Sid will run over. Her special like fiery thing is still activated because she hasn't had a rest yet. So I just realized I have 2 weapon fighting, and I don't know if I have 1 rapier or 2 rapiers. So maybe she'll buy a rapier at her next convenience.
We should do that next, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, she'll attack the swarm of rats closest to Sana. And that looks like a good roll. So that's a 19 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
All right.
Big damage, big damage, big damage.
Come on. What do we got? We got not so big damage. That will be 4 damage.
Killed 4 rats.
She just like runs over with her rapier and starts like poking them into as many rats as she can.
Make a kebab.
Yeah, making a shish kebab, basically.
Probably like half searching your bag of holding for rat traps or something.
And she's also she's gonna like call out and be like, Arena, we need help.
There you go.
And that is my turn.
Okay, I'm just adding Arena to the initiative order here. She's actually next.
Nice.
She charges in. Sees a absolute flood of rats. For half a heartbeat, she turns pale. She looks at you and looks down. Just, I just big sweep of hers, just like while drawing her sword. Tries to sweep across the floor and hit as many rats as she can. She got a nat 20.
Woo!
That's a lot of rats.
That's a lot of
Rats.
A lot of rats. I did say she swept, so it was one arm. Oh no. I rolled a 2 on the damage.
Mm.
Oh wait. This is our first nat 20, isn't it? So yeah, it's a full damage die and then a roll. So 8 plus 2 is 12 or 10. I know how to math. Millie, as you're cowering about, there's still a swarm of rats in this room with you. They can't
I've
quite find.
actually found like a broken barrel or something and sees the rats there. So she's going to leap out, drawing her rapier and slash across them.
Okay.
And is this a sneak attack? Like, since they didn't see me before?
I mean, a sneak attack's not technically a sneak.
I can get sneak attack whenever I have advantage on an attack roll. So if I'm attacking and they don't know I'm there, I can get my sneak attack.
Yeah, I'd say they don't know you're there.
That's a 19.
What's that?
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
D8 and a D6 for 13 damage.
13? Not bad. You poked quite a many rats.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and run out the door and start moving towards my friends.
All right, you move from this pile of rats to the next pile of rats covering your friends.
Is there like a door between them that Millie could shut?
Not without another action.
Mm.
I'm still out there, right?
We're all trying to help you.
Just like laying on the floor.
You get like a blanket of rats on top of you.
Yeah.
Worm your way through all these. That makes it the rat's turn. The first group of rats is following Millie. They're not able to attack though. They're little squeakers. Then we're gonna attack Sid and Arena. The one attacking Sid gets a natural 1.
Nice.
Arena has a AC of 14, I think. No, I know she does. I'm wrong, actually. That might be her health points. No, that's her HP. But they still hit her. I'm actually going to roll this time and hope for a lower number. What the hell is that? Right there. Not much lower. Actually, I think it's higher. $11 damage. So when Arena gets attacked, she quickly drops to a knee. She's not looking great at all.
Arena! No!
She looks up you, looks up at you, said, "What the hell did you bring me into?"
I'm sorry.
She like tries to scoot back, but doesn't quite make it anywhere. Catches her clothes on like a floorboard or something.
Does this building seem like flammable?
Yeah, that seems very flammable.
Cool.
Bad idea.
Don't worry about it.
Let's see where this goes. Sauna.
I got an idea.
It's Sauna's turn.
Saving throw. Okay.
No natural ones.
Ooh. 13, which is like right next to the 1 on the dice.
give you a heart scare there for a minute.
A little bit.
That's one save.
All right, so that,
Sid, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just reading about my bag of holding and seeing if I can put a person in it.
I'm
It's
a small person.
Oh yeah, okay. It's 2 feet in diameter at the mouth.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know if
I'm
There's
fairly
also
certain.
no air in there.
Pretty sure you
Pardon?
can put a halfling through that.
There's no air in a bag of holding.
I think
There's enough air for like.
for like a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, here it's yeah. Breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures. So
Okay,
if there's
like
so if
10
there's
minutes.
only 1, then 10, right?
That's a lot of air.
That should be fine.
Okay.
We don't have any like healing potions yet, eh?
I don't
You have
think-
We could
whatever
probably
you,
like.
whatever you
Yeah,
started
so-
with. If your kits had potions, then you had health potions. But if not,
Yeah, we gotta do some shopping after this.
Okay, so basically what Sid wants to do is light the place on fire and throw Sana into her bag of holding and run out, assuming everyone else will do the same.
just hoping, praying.
So I don't know how many actions or what kind of rolls I should do. My rapier is flaming right now, like it's doing fire damage and stuff, so it might work if I can just press it against something.
If only there was like luck rolls. Like all
Hmm.
the early editions have. I've never even played the early editions except for like once, but I know they have luck rolls.
That could just be like a straight 20.
Yeah, roll a d20.
All right.
I hear my voice in the background. I sound like a cheap cartoon character.
All right, come on. Oh, that's not so great. I got an 8.
I'm gonna say that's no luck.
Okay, so does that mean like the fire thing doesn't work?
Like you stick your rapier in there and like it scorches the wall a little bit, but it doesn't really catch.
Okay. I think I'm still gonna put.
We'll call that a bonus. We'll call that a
Should I-
bonus.
I think I'm just gonna.
But you do notice as you wave the flame around, it kind of makes the rats part a little bit, and they come back for the attack.
Okay, so can I kind of wave my way back to Sana?
Yeah,
And so was the action? Would my action be like trying to do the fiery thing, or do I still have an action left?
I think. Well, it'd be your move, waving the sword around, trying to get to Sana. Your action would be trying to pick up Sana and carry her out, or throw her in the bag of holding, or whatever you're gonna do here.
Okay, I'll try to put her in the bag.
Okay. So
Try to stuff her in.
just for our viewer, because we do have a live viewer right now, describe exactly what you're doing to try and get Sana in here, because I don't think Sid is, other than her books, I don't think she's too terribly of a strong person, is she?
Not super strong. So okay, she's gonna start with the feet. So she's gonna kind of pull the bag open over her feet, and almost as if she's like, doing up like a sleeping bag or something, she's gonna kind of just pull it upwards while she's kind of squatting right over Sana and just trying to wiggle her whole body into it, and not very gracefully, but just, you know.
At the same time, you're doing this like one-handed and waving the sword around, trying to keep.
Oh yeah.
track.
Yeah, doing my best.
So, it's Arena's turn right now, but Millie, I want you to know that that's the image you ran out into. It's Sana sitting there, or standing over Sana, trying to, yeah.
Stuff her in.
This is your friends. Arena's looking very confused and very hurt.
If I succeed on all my saving throws, I'm gonna wake up to some really confusing stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up in a void, basically. I'd like to think.
Floating
And there's
around.
just gonna be.
Yeah, I'd like to think there's boats. There's books floating around in like in a galaxy, and you're just floating with them.
That's straight up what I was picturing, like purple ether, and then like books just everywhere.
Yeah, sounds
Like
about
the
right.
occasional useful thing somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
like a random potion vial, but it's empty and it's just floating around.
Yeah.
So Arena looks at you. She says, "What are you doing? Are we making a move to leave?"
Yeah, I think we should run away.
Okay, so she's gonna take the disengage action and do that thing where you're like stepping over stuff very cautiously, like if the room was covered in Legos. That's how she's walking through the room right now, trying to avoid rats, and they're like jumping at her, and she's slowly backing out. She's gonna take the disengage action and leave.
Okay.
It brings us back to Millie. Again, you walked out. Arena, you didn't even know she's in there, but she popped in, killed some rats, dipped out. Sid is desperately trying to, little by little, inch by inch, throw Sana into her bag of holding.
Joven's outside having a smoke.
And I heard her say we're leaving.
Yes.
Fair enough then. Millie will disengage as an action, dash as a bonus action, and then move the other 25 feet past that.
So you're trying to get out too?
That's disengage and then 50 feet of movement.
Oh, that's more than enough movement. There's only probably 30 feet in total to this whole house, wall to wall.
Actually, no. I saw her sword's on fire. So I'm going to take one of my oil flasks as my action and splash the rats in front of me.
Mm.
Then I'm going to disengage as a bonus action and run 25 feet.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's enough to just get right back out.
So she'll just run in. What are we doing? Running? All right, fuck this.
Okay, so everybody's outside except for Sid and Sana. By the way, the rats are like gnawing on Sana's fingers and legs and face, and
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get her in the bag.
Oh
you're
man.
gonna have some neat little nicks and scars all over. I just want you to know that.
High chance of infection there.
But
I'm already like sick from being coughed.
Yeah.
there
You're super
I
sick.
forgot about that.
are still 4 swarms of rats surrounding Sid right now. So you need to survive 4 rolls.
All right, let's do it.
Does a 14 hit you, Sid?
Nope.
Let's see. I'll just look. He's 17. So I rolled a 2, a 1. These are on the die. An 11 and a 12. They're all +2 to hit. So
Nice.
none of them hit you. The natural ones are slipping in slick oils.
Yeah, and so Sid, while she's doing the bag thing with one hand and kind of flailing her sword around, she's also like dancing on the floor, just trying to like avoid the rats. So it's quite a scene.
It's not graceful at all, but it's working, and that's all
Yeah.
that matters.
There you go.
So, Sana, it's your turn as you're being slowly anaconda eaten by the bag of holding, courtesy of
Okay.
Sid.
Oh, 17. It's another pass.
Yeah, that's another pass. I'm looking like it AC matters or something. Sid, it's your turn.
Okay.
Do you
So
Do you notice the oil, or do you like accidentally try to set it on fire?
I think I would have heard like the crash of the flask breaking.
But that could just
then-
be Millie running through breaking stuff like Millie does.
Okay.
Millie's
Well, I don't know. I mean,
graceful little midget.
Let's do it this
Sorry.
way. Roll
Sorry,
perception because
can
you are
guys
engrossed.
Can you guys hear my dog's squeaky toy? Because I'll take it away from her.
Don't take it away from her, you meanie. I mean, it's kind of disrupting the video, yeah, but you can't
Okay,
take it away.
I'll take it away. Give me 1 second.
So my players are evil. More in particularly Jana. That poor dog. I'm assuming. Oh, yep, cat. That's a pretty cat.
That's my brother's cat.
My grandma moved into a house and like a cat showed up to her doorstep every morning. So she started feeding it, and then another one showed up, and now she has 2 cats.
Oh my god.
And a Pomeranian, and they're all super fluffy, and they're all shedding right now.
Oh yeah, it's right after winter, eh?
Yeah.
Yikes.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
What I was saying is you are engrossed with trying to save Sana. So
Mhm.
I would say roll perception to even see if you notice the oil flask. Because it could have just been Millie, just from sound, it could have been Millie knocking something over on the way through. It could be Millie just breaking shit because Millie likes to break shit.
Okay. God, I'm not rolling well. Jeez, that's 7.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm totally engrossed with what I'm doing right now. So, what I'm hoping to do is get Sana fully into the bag, kind of hoist it over my shoulder, and then get the hell out of here and close the door on my way out.
Okay. And being the kind, benevolent DM that I am, I'm going to say that you do accidentally set the oil on fire. But it surprises the hell out of you, and you run.
Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of like dragging my rapier behind me because I'm just like, too much multitasking for me. So I noticed that there's like a trail of fire being left behind me. I'm like, bonus. Nice. Okay. Now to get out.
So just for an update, this party has shown up to town, broken into a house, stirred up trouble at a bar, got into a fight with zombies, made the priest question his life choices, and set a house on fire.
Deservedly question his life choices.
We're just getting started too.
Oh yeah.
And
Just
the
wait.
house deserved to be set on fire. It's filled with demon rats.
Strahd wants a game. Ooh.
We're making our mark.
Welcome to Curse on Dice. We've officially set the tone.
There you go. Okay, yeah. So
Party goes in, messes everything up, party leaves, comes back later to laugh. We'll see.
Level 3, I'll be able to throw that flask of oil as a bonus action. And then
Nice.
we'll end it.
So, yeah, as you get out and you shut the door behind you, probably drop the bag of holding or whatever, this house goes up fast. Within 5-10 minutes, the whole thing is just erupt in flames.
nice.
Probably not even that long. It just goes right up. It's dry kindling. It hasn't rained here in a while. Everything's basically mold and tinder anyway.
How much XP was the house worth?
I'll tell you during the break.
Oh, that was good. Okay, so as soon as they're outside and kind of out of threat's range, Sid will pull Sana out of the bag and try to stabilize her.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, no problem.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
All right, let's see.
Critical
Oh,
fail.
no, finally a good roll. That is 21.
Okay. Yeah, you're stable, Sana.
I'd like
Nice.
to also say that I just I pulled her out kind of by her scruff and just her head is sticking out of the bag. So like it appears like it's kind of funny
So what
looking.
you're saying is it's a Sana burrito?
A little bit.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm gonna wake up and I'm just gonna start screaming, "There's rats everywhere! Oh god!"
No, the rats are on fire. And everything's on fire.
Yeah, we burnt the rats, and you were in my bag, so you're okay.
I'm glad you noticed that oil.
How did I? How
Yeah,
did that?
I did. Totally did. Yeah.
What kind of like did a demon knock me out? What happened? There's no way a bunch of rats could have just taken me out in one go.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of dropped really quickly and kind of pathetically, and then they like nibbled on you.
Oh, I really
Yeah.
gotta up my game.
To
You're
be
covered.
fair, I spent my childhood avoiding rats that wanted to eat me, so it was more practice makes perfect. I'm sure you'll do better next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch, we're gonna end up fighting like giant rats at some point, and Sonia's gonna kill everything.
I'm gonna just take some time to study my magic a bit more. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, because we're at 8:30 here. Well, Eastern time, 8:30 anyway. We'll go ahead and take our break, grab drinks, whatever. When I come back, I have your guys' XP for you.
Cool.
It's okay. We'll be back 3-4 minutes.
Okay.
Everybody go pee, whatever you gotta do. Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Headphones. So we're at 2 viewers right now. One of them is me because I don't know how to fix that. The other one, there's a good chance it's my brother and his girlfriend.
Nice.
If not, if it's not my brother Brendan and his girlfriend Misty, you should tell your friends to come watch us because we're fun and exciting like that.
Woo.
Like, I think that's the first time a PC has ever been taken out by a swarm of rats, like in the history of ever. That's exciting.
Yeah, that was rough.
To be fair, those rats hit like a brick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't have been looking so hot either.
Here's the corgi tax.
I know this is pandering to people, and I'm
Out, right?
very happy about it. Because there's Corgi.
Yeah.
Looking through things. Are you guys talking? Because I cannot hear anything.
Talking a little bit. She says, "Put me down."
My headphones just gave out. Hello.
Hi.
Here it is. My headphones just quit on me.
That sucks.
So if there's an echo on the video from now on, I'm terribly sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it at this point.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Sorry. I have no way to filter that either because it's a laptop. Not like a real microphone or anything. Sad face. Give me just 1 second, actually. I might be able to borrow a headphone.
Damn rats ruining my looting.
Let's just try the next house. I'm sure it's not also full of rats.
Just light a torch for this one.
Mm.
Burn them as soon as they show up.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It seems like an easy solution if we're faced with tons of rats.
Although I do only have one more flask of oil.
I have the spell.
Oh, I have candles too. Nifty.
Nice.
Yeah, my headphones just quit on me. Awesome. But the
That
DM's back. Stop talking behind my back.
He knows too much, guys.
I know all.
All right, I'm just gonna let my dog out. I'll be right back.
I'm going to continue to eat Eggos because I don't wake up until 2 on the weekends. So this is breakfast.
Yes. Just real quick.
Earlier.
Just real quick, you guys all got 92 experience from that total. And yes, I gave you a little bit of experience from the house.
Nice.
Just because I'm so generous like that.
How much do we need to level up?
You guys are level 2, so it's what, 600 to level up?
I think it's 300. No, oh yeah, it might be 600.
900 to get to 3, I think.
Ah,
Total. Like, the XP doesn't drop back down to 0 each level. I think at level 2, we are at 200 and something. Plus, we each got 55, I think, last week. Or 50
I thought we
last
got
week.
50, yeah. So we have 50 plus.
Yeah, it was 300 to get to level 2. It's 900 to get to level 3.
What?
So we're at 442.
Yeah, it basically
Thank you.
it basically triples every level.
Okay.
We're at 442?
Yeah, because we were at 300, then we got 50 for 350, plus 92 will be 442.
Oh, right. I forgot about the 300. Okay, cool.
Because it's cumulative, thankfully.
Yeah, yeah. I thought we just had 142.
So has anyone else pre-ordered Mordenkainen's Tomb of Foes?
I don't pre-order things anymore.
Home, I should say.
I've been hurt.
Yeah, I'll probably do that soon.
I did that today.
Nice.
Just because
Next nerd book I'm getting is a source book for the FFG Star Wars game.
I was gonna go get
Put out an Old Republic stuff for it for like pre-Empire, so I was like, all right, fuck yeah, I'll get that.
I was about to go get a bunch of source books and RPG books for Star Wars today from the game store that's closing. But I went over there today and they're already closed.
Aw.
Sold everything, I know. It's like my daughter's favorite store. She loves to go there and look at dice and get dice.
They're my favorite systems. All the Star Wars.
Ah.
Yeah.
I've never tried those.
And Genesis, which runs off the same fucking dice.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, I just have tons of D&D. I think Mordenkainen's will make 9 or 10, plus that vampire book, and then Tales of Equestria for my daughter.
Yeah, I have a lot too for 5th edition.
I can neither confirm nor deny a relationship with someone in Panama who doesn't have to worry about all those copyright code things because he's in Panama and they don't deal with that shit. So he just might have a Google Drive that I may have allegedly used.
Oh, now it's on down. That's on air now.
That's on air, but all of it's alleged.
Possibly and hypothetically. So, that was an interesting rat fight. So that house is no good anymore. You guys have burnt it asunder.
Yeah, it was never that great to begin with.
What do the neighbors look like?
There are no neighbors here. Don't worry.
Oh.
What is
Like people
Mark
from down the street have probably come to gawk at it for a minute, but after a minute they just don't care. And they don't even do anything to put it out. They just let it burn. Less clutter, I guess.
Keep the vampires away.
Not a service.
We should just honestly just burn this whole place down, I think.
Let's burn the castle down.
Yeah. I'm sure it's made of old wood.
Yeah.
Everyone start raising your charisma multi-class into sorcerer and we'll burn everything.
Everybody learn the spell grease.
All right.
You can just start burning stuff on your own, Mr. Magic. Madam Magic.
Grease and fireball. You got this.
Yep.
The last flask of oil.
I'll buy more later.
To be fair, nah, I won't go there. Yeah, so you guys have burnt one of these houses down. What's your next move? Jumping right back into
House, like 3 houses away from it, and carefully look through it.
Carefully look through the next one.
As a group.
I think we should just hit it with a stick really hard and try to scare all the animals out of it.
Or we could just put Millie on a rope, and then if she tugs on it, we'll pull her out.
Covered in rat.
Yeah.
I mean, you're also still really, really, really fucked up. So
Right, you're
Yeah.
at one.
I have like
By the
one
time
hit.
you got up, yeah, by the time you got up, you'd be at 1 hit point.
I guess we could get a short rest in, as you put it earlier, whatever that means.
I would like a
Catch up.
long rest, honestly.
I mean, we could just go drop you off at like Arena's house, and you can sleep it off, and then maybe me and Millie can go have some shenanigans.
Don't split the party.
It's not our fault that you have really low hit points.
Okay, fine. I'll just use my last spell and use Cure Wounds on myself.
It's a good call.
Okay.
Not the worst plan I've ever heard. I already lost that roll table I just had. Okay, so you guys are gonna explore another house.
Cautiously.
You learned your lesson, huh? There it is. Oh, we lost our viewer. That's okay.
Next time I'll sneak around the house while I run through it.
Okay. I'm gonna roll this time. This house has. Are you ready for this? Millie, to your surprise, with wide, horrified eyes, this house is totally empty.
It's just devoid of anything.
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
This
There's
is worse than rats.
There's a moldy couch in the corner in the common space. Like I guess you can't really call it a couch. It'd be a couch, more or less. Yeah.
Millie pulls out her tinder box and looks at the couch and just says, "We could burn this one down too if we really wanted to."
Now that Sid's walked away. So are you going to do anything to prevent this, Sana, as Millie's trying to go full arson?
Doing it. I'm
What?
suggesting.
What's happening?
I said because there's only a moldy couch in this new place that we came in. I pulled out my tinder box. I was like, we could, if we wanted to, start this house on fire too. Just make a pattern of it. She's half smirking. It's supposed to be a joke, but you never know with her.
Maybe we should not freak out these townsfolk anymore.
I don't know if that's possible.
You hear from outside, we second that.
Second, what? It's not possible to freak you out, or that I shouldn't freak you out?
You shouldn't.
That's better. You need to be specific with the things that you reply to. Speak up when you're talking, young man.
At this point, Dovan would have walked in and just pushed the tinderbox back towards you, Millie. Like, no.
Where are you with all the rats? Big dumb green bastard.
You didn't call for me.
That's fair.
I'm gonna use my familiar to sort of check out the rest of the house.
Okay. So yeah.
Scout it out.
Is it still going to be an owl?
I think I can change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it into a rat. And just kind of scurry around the house through like all the holes and everything, and see if there's any like other rats in the house.
Yeah, as you scurry around, you find like cobwebs in the wall, and there's evidence that rats once lived here, and you kind of shudder with the thought.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it scurries in and out of all the walls. It finds like moldy food in what you assume would have been the kitchen area, relatively where they ate, dining room, I should say. Not really much of anything. It might find like a gold coin under the floorboards, or a copper coin, not gold. Places for.
I could put that in my rat pouch.
Rat pouch. It's running around with just a copper in its mouth.
Okay, I'll let everybody know that the house seems to be pretty clean.
Okay, well, why don't we pick this for our slumber party?
Arena goes, right, that, yeah. I've
Yeah.
totally done that before. I know what I'm doing.
I know someone who needs to slumber, and that's Sana.
Yeah.
Ismark says to you guys, "I'll be back a bit later," and then he departs, and V just kind of, I got nowhere to be, just walks in and like plops down on the couch.
Oh, don't sit on that.
He sits in it. You hear a squishing sound, but you see dust fly off. It's very confusing.
I don't think it matters. I'm not sure he can smell.
I can't feel either.
Does that mean I can say hurtful things to you?
No, I have those kind of feelings.
Duly noted.
He like grabs like a cushion off the couch and throws it to you, Millie. There you go. You look you've sat in worse.
Millie just kind of dodges out of the way. Yeah, roofs. Not much else.
He laughs. Slumber parties. Aren't you supposed to have pillow fights and whatnot?
Probably not with these pillows. No.
So should somebody be like looking out the window to look out for the walk of the dead or whatever?
At this point,
Yeah. I'll keep a watch for a minute. Might as well.
I missed all that. But all I was gonna say is after everything that you've seen, it's only about 7 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you guys got a long wait.
That's
We need
okay.
to go find another quest hook.
This isn't even actually a quest hook. This is just a thing that's there. It's just a special event. But it's okay. I can roll with this. So yeah. Probably 3.5, 4 hours later, Ismark comes back with a big old shit-eating grin on his face. Inarena's looking at him. What'd you do? Nothing. No, what'd you do? Nothing. She looks at you guys. He's done something.
What'd you
Well, of
do?
course he's done something. He was gone. It's not like he just disappeared and then suddenly came back.
Does he look different? Does he have
mostly-
like blood on his hands or something?
No. But he points at Millie when she says that and says, "Yeah, see, I like her. She's right. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just walking about. I went for a walk. That's what I did."
No, I'm not saying that you did that. They're probably right and you did something bad. It's just that
No.
of course you've done something. That's an obvious.
He looks at you all and very certainly says, "I have done nothing bad. I can say that much. I can attest to that.
Then what did you do?
Nothing."
What? I'm gonna roll insight. I want to see if he's lying. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me check my thing. 15.
Yeah, he did something.
Ooh, this guy did something,
But you don't think it was something bad.
but I don't think it was something bad.
You shut up.
Why are you
Like tries to cover your mouth.
triggered if it wasn't a bad thing that you did?
He's trying to cover your mouth. Just shut up. You'll see.
Did you get us some nice clean beds and some like food and stuff?
He goes, I did not have time to go all the way to Valaki.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Millie takes a good look at him to see if he's got anything on him that he didn't before. Not like a finger look, rifle look, but just kind of a glance over.
Yeah, on a glance over, you wouldn't really see anything. I love the suspicion on your faces.
He's a terrible drunk.
I resent that notion.
No, you don't.
I was drunk earlier, not right now.
You don't have to be drunk all the time to be a drunk.
Well, how can I be a drunk if I'm not drunk?
Guys, I think we should get him more drunk so he talks and tells us the truth.
That's a solid plan.
I don't have any alcohol. But
Yeah, me neither.
we have time, and I'm hungry.
water.
While we're waiting for the sun to go down, the rest of the way till midnight or whatever, we go grab a bite at the inn.
It'd be about 10, 11 o'clock. Most places are boarded up and closed off right now.
God damn it.
As V would tell you.
All right, well, why don't we just hunker down?
If tomorrow's this boring, I'm going to stab the drunk for fun. Not with a knife, but with something.
So, as you're saying this, you hear the bells for 11. And you count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. And, you know you got to wait for another hour. About 15 minutes later, Ismark just kind of slinks out of the room and disappears out of the house for a bit. He comes back a couple minutes later with a bag, like a satchel. And he walks in and he like glances around, make sure nobody says anything. And he walks up and says, "Isn't that march supposed to start soon? Are the ghosties at any minute now?"
I run to the window.
What's that?
I run to the window.
Aren't you asleep?
The window, to the walls, till the sweat dropped on. What? Yeah, I'll go look out the window too.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, as you guys,
And because it's dark out, I'll put on my goggles.
yeah, once you guys walk over to the window, it's sort of dark, but it's like as if there was a full moon, but there's not actually a full moon. Because again, it's that overcast, but it's much darker. And again, both bright spots in the sky for whatever reason. It's just a darker shade outside. And Arena will get up and Ismark will walk over and V will look out another window. You know, you guys are kind of all Scooby-Doo crowded around this. And sure enough, you hear the bells start tolling for midnight. And on bell 6, the hue of everything changes to a sickly green color, the air itself. And you see white spectral forms start to rise up from the ground. 1, 2, 4, 20, just dozens and dozens and dozens of them, possibly hundreds, all rise from the ground and just slowly start marching forward, one from each of these grave sites. As they begin flooding towards Castle Ravenloft, they all make it to the forest. Ismark reaches into his pouch while you guys are all faced the other way. And he says to Arena, he says, "Well, that truly is a marvelous sight." And he pulls out a small cake. And he says, "Happy birthday, little sister."
Aw. That's nice.
She just, like,
I would have felt bad about stealing that.
Also, Sid would have liked to kind of dash out and try to talk to one of the ghosts as soon as they started popping out.
so Sid's going to dash window or something towards him.
Go running outside in the middle of the night in what's virtually a hellscape. What's wrong with you?
It's fine. She'll take the door out.
Sorry, I know you guys are floating around now. I'm trying to...
We're all going to die.
I'm gonna go with her because I have spells that'll.
Billy chases after her so she doesn't die.
You have 1 hit point.
Who, me? No, I healed myself.
Oh, you
Plus,
did?
we pretty much waited like a long time.
True. That would have been a short rest, I guess.
It would have been a short rest, yeah.
Yeah, so I got another spell.
Yay, arcane recovery.
My laptop went all bummy, so no more headphones. Sorry. Now we're gonna be all echoey again. Unfortunate things are unfortunate. Okay, so Sid's dashing to one of the ghosties. I'm assuming to try and talk to them.
Yep.
And we're going out with her.
So
Sid from dying a terrible, terrible death.
So Sid just like runs over and she's like, excuse me, hello?
They don't even seem to glance in your direction, Sid. They seem focused on one thing. They rise and they march forward.
Okay, so Sid's gonna try to like kind of weave through them, waving her hand in front of them, even like seeing if one will pass right through her.
Keep an eye out for Fog. I don't trust Fog after that fucking story about it eating people.
Yeah, one or two will pass right through you, and you'll get that super cold chill.
So Sid just looks like really excited. She's like, "Oh, this is so fascinating! I've never seen a real ghost. I've read about them, and I wasn't sure if there's like some kind of afterlife, but I think this is really fascinating. I need to write all this down."
And Sana, being a necromancer, this ghost does not seem the same as most ghosts you've seen.
And I've seen a lot of ghosts.
Because you are a necromancer. Usually the ghosts attack, but they're not attacking. They're just walking away.
Do they seem like evil or?
No, they're pretty darn neutral. You don't even have to roll to see that. You can tell because they're not. They seem to be one-track minded.
I'm gonna throw a rock at one.
It passes through it.
And I'm just gonna throw it. Those are real ghosts. That's the ghost test.
Either that or an illusion. You do illusions. Couldn't this
That's
shit be
different.
a really, 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 really big one?
Well, either way, they don't seem to be hurting anyone, and they seem to just be doing the same stuff. So,
Where are they
At least-
going though? We could follow them.
They're going to Castle Ravenloft.
I don't want to go there.
What's that?
Where are they coming from?
The cemetery here beside the church.
That's like a terrible idea.
I say
Townspeople.
we throw in some bed sheets and just walk behind them and like try to blend in.
I mean, we know where they're going, right?
Yeah.
You can tell which general direction they're going towards, and they're all just walking towards the forest that's surrounding kind of this cliff face, and they just disappear once they get to the trees.
Do you really want to put a disgusting bed sheet on your like rat wound face?
I guess that's true.
At some point, you have to roll a Constitution check if you're doing this.
I'm gonna get very sick.
Yeah.
Poison between the rat bites and the urine stains. I mean,
All right. Well, Sid's just seen what she wanted to see, so she'll head back inside.
So these ghosts, they won't like respond to like talking to them or anything.
no, they're just marching mindlessly.
Do we recognize any of them? Do they look familiar?
Not really. And there's all sorts of things. There's dwarves, elves, humans, halflings. You see a few tieflings even.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They all seem to be carrying different weapons: long swords, battle axes, hatchets, bows, staves, all sorts of things. There's adventurers, there's townsfolk, there's children.
Oh no. Okay. I guess I'll go back inside too.
That was thoroughly depressing.
Well, let's try not to end up like them, okay?
No
It's
promises.
bedtime. It's bedtime now. I'm going to bed. Millie goes to bed. Just curls up in her shit and falls asleep.
That's like one of those dog spins, chase your tail, and then just plop.
Yeah, that's the point of having like the big cloaked ratty clothes, is to just curl up in a ball in them in a corner.
Yeah.
Can I use Sid's bag of holding as like a sleeping bag? Like keep my head out of it, like before.
I'm gonna
Sid
say
would-
yes, only because of earlier shenanigans.
Yeah, Sid would allow that.
Okay. So I don't have to lay on the gross floor.
Just
Yeah.
don't crinkle her book's pages.
Yeah, if a book kind of bumps into your foot, just gently push it away. Don't kick it.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's see. I think Sid actually has like a bedroll, so she's gonna just roll out a bedroll and sleep the old-fashioned way, I guess.
Sorry, I was just thinking about my other group, what they're gonna do, because they have a fog, but it eats everything. So it's just distracting at the moment. Yeah. So you guys sleep. Mikhail, roll a percentile.
Percentile. That's not good. I'm very extreme on percentiles.
Percentage of chance of dying.
Like 50s are not something I see often. It's always like 10, 90. Hey, that's actually pretty normal. 23.
Yeah, you sleep through the night. Nothing happens. So the next morning, you wake up to find Arena and Ismark are not in the house, in this hut. They have chosen at some point to go to their house where there is fire and warmth and comfort, beds, and
I guess we could have gone there too, because all we wanted to do was watch that stupid ghost walk.
Sid will be heartbroken when she wakes up.
Uh-huh.
you had a slumber party with your normal friends, though.
True.
But they will. But you guys probably even wake up to them like coming in the door, and they say, "Do any of you want a bath before we leave for Valaki? You know, we could have slept at our house next to the fire and beds and stuff like that. I don't know."
Well, why didn't you tell us that before we curled up on this disgusting floor?
After the interesting ghost thing, Millie just came in here and just passed right out. I mean, the snoring, I could have never slept through that. I don't know how you all did.
Well, Millie's just used to squalor, so.
It's the truth. Speaking of which, is the bath warm? Because if it's not, I'm not taking one.
It's hot. It can be hot.
That sounds good.
That sounds like a fine time.
So, okay, so you guys follow them back to take baths, and their bath is essentially a large tub over kind of an open fire somewhere on the first floor, like in a separate room. So essentially a cauldron, I guess you could call it, is what it looks like.
Girls' hot tub party.
Yeah.
Arena looks at you and says, I'm not doing that one.
Okay.
Ismark says, I will.
Yeah.
Millie takes one of her.
On the back of the head.
Millie takes one of her 999 ball bearings left and throws it at Bismarck, leaving her with 998.
It just smacks him in the forehead. He said, it was just a joke. It's just where's my wine?
And he's not so drunk. No.
I'll be drunk soon.
So I
You
guess
need to work with him on his vocabulary. I think you've helped me enough. He's the one who needs it now.
yeah, he could use some lessons.
So yeah, you guys have effectively had your long rest, just so you know, in case you didn't catch on to that.
I'll heal my 2 hit points I lost.
I lost no hit points and none of my abilities recharge.
I figured you were all experienced adventurers. You would know this, but okay, I'll let you know.
The long rest gave me sleep, and now I don't have to worry about exhaustion, is essentially what the long rest accomplished.
Hey, that's accomplishing something.
That's the point of rogues, though. They go and go and go.
Yeah. Especially assassin rogues, those are fun. But you're thievy, aren't you? You're a thievy rogue.
I'm probably gonna go thief, you know. Okay.
So everybody has bathed, kinda, in a bath. Gross. Showers are superior. I don't care what anyone says. So finally, you guys are geared up, and Ismark is slightly, I'm not going to say hammered, but he's visibly slurring.
God damn.
Well, 3 baths.
Does he have more than one thing of alcohol on him?
What's that?
Does he have more than one thing of alcohol on him? Like, is he carrying a bottle that has like a flask on his hip, or?
He's probably got like a bottle, a flask, another like wineskin.
Okay, good to know.
A couple of them are empty now because he's
That's
been
fair.
between heating up water, someone bathing in it, disposing of that water, getting new water, heating it, someone bathing in it, yada yada. Especially after Dovin, because no one wants to go after Dovin. If he even
didn't bathe, who the fuck are we kidding?
I was gonna say if he even bathed. We'll ask him next week if he did.
He didn't bathe.
Did Sana end up getting holy water?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, she got like a flask of holy water, I'm pretty sure, like half pint or something.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
wrote that down.
Nice. Okay. So we're on the road.
On the road again.
I hate that song so much. Trust me, I hate that song so much.
I'll make sure to do it a lot then.
Wrathful DM becomes wrathful. So yeah,
Wrath means experience.
vengeful, I should say, vengeful. So yeah, you guys do all the bathing. Ismark says, "Finally, oh, women take so long to be ready." He just starts like heading out the door, and V looks at you guys and says, is he gonna be okay to travel? I haven't been human in quite a while, but I don't think I've ever traveled drunk." Ismark, he's drunk. As he flutters and stumbles.
He'll be fine. I have plans. Don't worry.
You have plans? What are your plans, Tommy? Are they secrets?
Billy will bring him over to the side and just kind of bring him in for a conspiratorial whisper.
Right.
Hey, all right, you're real drunk. So I suggest you're pretty weird. You chat him up for a bit while he's distracted by you. I'm just going to start picking off all of this alcohol.
That seems quite rude. But I like your mischief. Let's go do it. So
Just
like
a little Eddie break huddle leave.
So as you guys are like walking through the town, I don't even need the map anymore. I've looked at it so much lately. You guys walk the town, you're passing houses, and V starts talking to half drunk Ismark. And he's just talking about blah 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 nonsense adventures that that V's never actually been on.
Millie will begin just circumspectly, one by one, trying to pick off the bottles and stuff that she can reach.
Okay, you've seen 3 in total. There's a flask, a bottle, and a wineskin.
Flask first, because that's usually liquor.
Okay, it's like hanging by his breast. Like it's hanging, not quite on a string around his neck, but it's like hanging up his coat. So he is very engrossed and half drunk. So with this one, go ahead and roll with it a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Woo.
If you fail with advantage, being the rogue you are, that'll be so funny.
I'm going to have to jump to grab it, so I might. 26. Oh, wait, not 26, 24.
Yeah,
I was going to put one of my expertise into sleight of hand, but changed my mind. So, yeah, 24.
you just like quickly with the dagger, jump up, clip, drop down, put it back in, all like silent of foot. He doesn't even notice.
I'll wait like 30, 40 seconds, let the conversation change a beat, and then go for the bottle.
Go for the bottle? Okay, that's hanging on his left hip. So it's on your side. So go ahead and this one's not an advantage, just that first one. Because I was being nice.
Alrighty. I'll use my scary metal die then. Where did you land? Not as great. That's a 12.
So he feels you tug on it. And he goes, hey, no, bad, and like knees off of him. Someone control this thing.
Millie, what are you doing?
What's who doing?
You were just
Really
trying to
like, run around him a couple times, trying to discombobulate him, and then hop behind Dovin and hide.
By the way, Ismark is in the front of everyone, so everyone else can see from behind what Millie is doing.
I'm just like shaking my head.
So he's like, why would you try to? I've only got, and then he looks around, 2 things that I can drink from. Why would you steal from me? I will share if you would have asked.
Fine. May I please have a drink?
You want wine or, like, he shakes it back, wine or, here's a bottle, ale.
Wine.
He hands you the wineskin, and he watches you very
He throws it against the ground.
Huh?
He throws it against the ground.
Millie does?
Yes. I don't travel with drunks.
He looks so sad.
She'll pull out like 6 silver too and just hand it to him.
He walks over and just
Stop
picks.
drinking.
He picks up the wineskin, and it's got like a small leak coming from it. Well, I just trying to drink out of it. Like he's choking on it while he's trying to drink it.
Decides not to give him the money.
He looks at Arena. Why was it? It was your idea to travel with them. People are horrible.
I'm doing you a favor. Traveling drunk. That's how you get your shit stolen.
You've damaged his wineskin and it's done. Now that you guys were talking about going shopping, there is a general store here.
Do you think they have rapiers?
Yeah, let's go shopping.
Let me read this and tell you. Sells items from the adventuring gear table in the player's handbook.
That sounds like they have rapiers.
That's the adventuring gear. I don't think that's weapons included.
Oh, darn.
Do they have like magic items or anything like scrolls?
I suppose that means they don't have M67 fragmentation grenades.
No, it's unfortunate. They used to have their permit to buy and sell them, but then Strahd showed up, and now they don't. And no, they don't have scrolls or anything like that. The closest thing to a weapon you'd be able to find is a wand or a staff or a blowgun, crossbow bolts.
I think I'm
Millie will grab like 20 more arrows, and if they have any, a couple more flasks of oil.
Okay, hold on. Yes. Arrows? Okay. For 20 more arrows. $20 arrows will be 10 gold.
That seems pretty excessive.
If you don't like it, go somewhere else. I'm the only store in town.
What's this guy look like?
A big, burly man. He's got scars all up and down his face and ripped up and down his arms. But he's got that he's definitely Barovian. He's got that gray, blue pallor. But he stands close to 6'5"-ish.
Wow.
How much gold did we start the adventure with?
Whatever you get from your background.
Oh,
Plus,
is that right?
a little bit right away. I don't remember how much.
And then I've stolen a gold.
That's true.
Well, you, sir, have lost business.
How much,
Whatever. Adventurers come, adventurers go.
how much gold did you give us for the dog retrieval?
I think that was like 12 gold.
Oh, I think I wrote it down. Let me see.
Oh, look at that. See? This is why we take notes, guys.
16 gold.
16
So,
gold.
so we're just splitting that up.
That'd be 4 gold apiece. At that point, 'cause there was 4 of you.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take 4.
Yeah, let's be honest, Zach. We know what I'm going to do here. I'm stealing those arrows.
Okay.
Millie does not like getting fucked on.
Sleight of hand check. Because eventually your luck's going to run out on those.
I rolled a 7 last time I rolled the dice. It ran out last time. 18.
I got a 19 on the die versus his wisdom, or his...
Starts running. Catch me if you can.
Are you just leaving the rest of us in the store?
Fuck this guy.
He pulls a lever and the door locks. You're stuck in there.
Are we all stuck in there?
If you really want to do this, sir, you can charge me a normal price, or we can have it out here. I don't like being screwed.
Because I told you 10 gold once, now it's 20.
Millie pours oil on the arrows and lights them
Oh
with
God. Sid wants to get out.
You don't want to play this game with me, sir.
You guys remember how many times I used Charm Person?
It is a new day, and you've had a long rest. I will point that out.
Oh, okay. But I think it was, it respawns at every dawn. I guess it's morning, so it's... Okay, yeah, I'm going to use Charm Person on him.
How many of these has worked so far?
What?
How many
None.
of these have worked so far?
Actually, I think I think I used it on the Skeleton Man. I can't remember anymore.
Well, he rolled an 8 on the die.
Oh, yeah, he failed. He's my best friend now. He's going to give us so many good deals. And he's going to open the
The
door.
burning pile of arrows in his room.
Push the lever back, the door unlocks.
Oh, hi, friend.
I'm not going to kill you,
Long time no see.
but the arrows are still 10 gold.
You could take off a few extra gold for your old pals.
9 gold.
Remember how much we've been through, you and I? It's like we're best buddies.
I don't recall. You don't look Barovian.
Yeah, but we're like...
Millie's going to disengage the mechanism on the door. She's not dealing with that shit again.
I'm gonna ask him if he has any spell books.
No, I ain't got no spell books.
What? But those are in the adventuring gear.
Hey, you, quit fiddling with my door.
Well, quit trying to lock people in here, you psychopath.
What's that?
Quit trying to lock people in here, you psychopath.
Hey, if you would quit trying to steal my merchandise.
Oh, you are trying to steal my money.
I'm not trying to steal your money. I can't help it. I'm the only store in town. My prices are the final prices.
You see, it's supply and demand, but if nobody's demanding it anymore, it's not going to help you out now, is it?
As I said, adventurers come, adventurers go. We get a new group of outsiders every week or two.
All right, listen here, sir. We're literally your only fucking chance of Strahd ever going away. So, you can charge us normal prices, or live your entire life as this gray-skinned, sad, salad piece of shit that you are right now.
I've heard roughly that same speech 4 times this year.
Yeah, she's going to keep lighting those fucking arrows. She doesn't like this guy.
I'm gonna come in and be like, look, I got no association with this girl here.
She'll just walk out because he hasn't shut the door yet.
So look, I was wondering if for old time's sake you could give us some potions of healing to helping some old friends out.
I ain't got none of those.
What? But they're in there.
I know. I'll read you exactly what's in the book, just so you guys understand. It sells items from adventuring gear table in the player's handbook, but only items with a price lower than 25 GP in the table. And he sells them for 10 times the price.
Oh, that sucks.
That's why the arrows are 10.
Is more than 25.
Yeah, it's 50 gold for a health potion, I think.
Yeah. All right, I ask him if he has any.
Millie's leaving before she takes a shift to chaotic neutral for shooting this man.
Those arrows are on fire, so I mean.
Yeah, they're on fire.
Do you happen to have a map of town, or maybe some scrolls?
He says, "I think I have a map of town." Whatcha Digger drew a map and forever ago, and he's looking around. That'd be 5 gold.
Well, it's 5 gold. That's crazy for your old pal, who's your best friend.
Look, for this high quality map of Barovia, 5 gold. And you look at it, like a child drew it.
Sizzle, sizzle, crack, sizzle, crack, sizzle, crack.
Millie's outside throwing the arrows that are on fire, trying to stick them to the wall. She's being garbage person again. It's Return to Mike.
She's bitter. She's had people.
All right,
She's tired of that stuff.
What's that, Matt?
What kind of wands do you have? Do you have any wands?
Surprisingly, yes.
Neat. What kind?
And he walks back and he brings out a box and he folds open this heavy iron thing. And you look inside, there's 5 10-inch long wands. There's one of like oak wood. There's one of a yew kind of wand. There's one that looks like it's made out of some silvery metal. But when you scratch it and you kind of like mess with it for a minute, you realize it's not silver. You can't quite tell what it is. There's one made of some kind of black wood, and there's one just like a glass rod.
Okay. And can I tell if they do anything, or if they're just like?
He looks at him and says, I have no idea what they do. Adventures come and adventures go, and when their bodies drop, this is what I get.
All right. I kind of like this glass one. How much for the glass wand?
100 gold.
What? That's an insane seen in forever.
You cut out there, Matt.
Oh, that's an insane price for somebody who's your best friend.
For my best friend, 50 gold.
Oh boy, I don't have that kind of money. I have 5 gold, 6 silver pieces, and 1 copper piece.
Maybe your friends can help you.
Thud.
I sold you this dagger also.
A dagger?
Throw in this dagger.
He like slides over a barrel that's just like full of miscellaneous daggers. I think I have enough. He just slides it back.
How about my common clothes?
I can always use more clothes. I'll give you a copper for all them.
These are my only clothes. Oh, what? All right. I guess I can't really buy anything, I guess. Okay. I guess I'll just leave then.
So he turns around and goes back. He leaves the thing open. Like you were messing with the glass rod and you go to put it back, and like a cat hops up on the table and like swats at the rod and knocks it onto the floor.
Oh, I'll get it. I'm going to bend over. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to create a fake one. I'm going to slide the real one into my pocket. I'm going to put the fake one into the box and close the box.
Yeah, he turns around and walks back, and he closes the lid, and he moves over to slide it in back into the slot where it came from.
I say, well, maybe we can make a deal next time. I'll come back when I have more money. And I just scurry out of there.
Right. I'd like to point out that the thief did not steal anything. She set the arrow she did steal actually on fire, was throwing them at the building.
They are now spelling out twat on his wall.
But you don't have quite enough arrow, so it's TWA. So you're like considering, should I go back in there for more to get the last T, or
He just carves it in with the dagger.
Is
What are you guys doing? Did you get what you were looking for?
when you get up close to carve, you see there's also a bunch of other little doodles that are like faded and old, like middle fingers and FUs and all sorts of things.
Out of curiosity, are any of them in Thieves' Camp?
Yes.
I wanna look at those ones in particular.
they're just like this man's bell tower seems to have fallen. Blah 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 blah. Weird things.
Come back when I'm level 5. Be like, all right, shopkeep, let's do this.
There you go. I can't whistle.
Is Sid
I have
buying it?
to mess with my teeth sometimes to make it work.
So what's Sid doing amidst all this chaos and stealing and?
Oh yeah, poor Sid.
Sid is just standing in the corner, nose deep in a book.
Just pretending nothing's happening?
Yeah.
Have any of you seen that old McDonald's VHS they used to give out in Happy Meals?
Yes. I used to have them all.
The Grimace Island?
Yeah.
If I can't see it, it can't see me.
Yeah, when they're fighting Kraken. That was so great. If I can't see it, it can't see me. If I can't see it, it can't see me. I still do that to my little
Part
brothers.
of that movie that ever stuck with me, but it's there.
The only parts that really stuck with me, other than that, with the whole thing, now that I'm thinking about it, I can remember all of them because now that I'm actually thinking about it, like
There's
the
a weird
haunted house
business
one.
too that shook things, but that's the only other thing I remember.
I remember the whole haunted house one and all the little riddles in that because I always loved those.
Fucking McDonald's in the 90s.
The weird going from Ronald McDonald going down a slide and turning into a cartoon, I never understood. But whatever.
90s, man. 90s.
That was New Millennium. That was like 2003.
Was it? Oh, God, that's even worse.
Yeah. Man. I feel old all of a sudden.
Jesus, I was 10.
Oh, God. I was about 11, 12. Moving on from
Old
Blast
people.
from the Past, right? Stuff you'll find in garage sales probably. You know, on that VHS tape that most people that will watch this probably will never have even seen.
Yeah, that's some deep cut shit.
Man, makes me feel so old. Jana's over there doing her best Sid impression.
Yep.
I figure that's where you're going with that.
Yep. Glad you noticed.
I try to notice things. So you guys finally gear up and you start heading out of town. Hey, look, this map's open. I didn't even realize it.
I'm out of oil. I'm out of oil now, but I think it was worth it.
Let's see. Could have been the thing that killed Strahd. Could have been a dick.
Yeah, I'll get oil in the town that doesn't suck. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show that guy like all these arrows and be like, "Fuck you," and just walk out.
We've spent like an hour on this already. Good God.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I love it. Gives me filler time because I did not prep this week at all. Yeah, you guys head out on the street. You head left. You head to their gate, their west gate, which is more or less just a stone archway. There's no real door to it or anything. Makes you question the walls all the way around this town. As you guys walk up to it, I gotta find a picture to describe this man.
X-Files music starts playing.
You see this man.
That man looks like a vampire.
Or an elf.
Yeah. I guess so.
Man, I want to show you the one picture over because it's like my favorite thing in this whole book, but I can't because that's spoilers.
No spoilers, Jack.
It kills me so much. It's my favorite character. So yeah, as you approach, he says, "Good morning. You must be the new adventurers."
Hey, mister, are you a vampire?
And you said, I'm too blunt.
A book and a pen magically appear. Yes, I am. Now, what are your names? Matt has disappeared.
Wait, really? Can I insight check that?
Wait, you're not
What
just
did
gonna give all your info to a random vampire?
Like I just want to make sure he's being honest about the vampire.
Yeah. Oh, he's
That
lying
was
about
really
being a
out of left
vampire.
field. That's a 3. So, oh wait, no, I re-roll ones. That's a 5.
You're fairly certain he's a vampire, but you're not quite sure. You're doubting yourself for doubting this guy. So he says, "Your names, please."
Why?
For record keeping, Dovin says Dovin. Okay, Dovin. Like Arena's hiding behind Dovin, trying to keep out of line of sight. Ismark's drunk and wobble. He's just standing there doing the. V goes, it's Victor, Vincent, Victor. Something that starts with a V. He goes, I don't care about your name. I was just talking to the outsiders. Dolvin, and what's your name? He points at Millie. Little one. You.
Why do you want to know?
You don't know. He throws his pen at you. Just like magically reappears it. Tell me your name.
But I want to know why you want to know.
For record keeping. You come in town, you leave town, I must know.
Oh. Tara Reid.
Tara Reid, okay. You. And he points at the other halfling.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
My name is Millie.
Millie? Okay. Millie what?
I don't know what my last name is. It's kind of like Beyonce. Just Millie. Millie Millington.
Millie Millington. Weird. There's a town near where I live named Millington, actually. And you, the one behind, please lower the book and answer me. You come.
So Sid's gonna kind of, her eyes are gonna dart around for a second. She's gonna be like, "My name is Sally Fogtree."
That sounds super fake, but this is for record keeping. What book do you have out right now, Sid?
We'll say just like one of her random journals that she scribbles her notes into, which she's now scribbling into right now.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he rips off piece of paper, 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 and he hands them each to you, as you said your names were. These are your invitations. The great and powerful Lord Zarovich has invited you all to dinner at any day of your choosing. Please join us soon.
That sounds lovely. Should we bring anything? A bottle of wine?
No.
Theoretical question. If you were happened to have invited a bunch of people by the wrong name, would they still be invited for that dinner?
If you have your invitations, you're invited.
Theoretically.
Yeah, we just have to go there and tell them our names.
I will be the greeter.
Make sure you're.
I will be the greeter. Just bring your invites. I'd never forget to face.
Fantastic. I'll bring some wine.
You don't have to
A
do
nice
that.
red wine.
The great Lord Zarovich is vastly wealthy. You can find him in Castle Ring. I don't know if you've heard about it, but that magnificent castle belongs to our great Lord Zarovich. I keep laughing, but people can't see our chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, I wasn't reading it.
Just Millie being Millie.
Yep.
So, when can we expect you? And he brings out a different notebook. Tomorrow, tonight, a week from now. We must know.
We have to Prepare.
Preferably when
Never?
Strahd is not there. Like, if he's on vacation, then I would love to go visit his house. You know,
Hey.
peruse his things.
Have you not talked to any of the Barov? He looks up. Never mind. You have talked to the Barovians. You know you can't leave, right? That goes for our Lord Strahd. He
Yeah,
can't.
but he could go to the different city or visit a house.
That's true. But if he's inviting you to dinner, you should come while he's there. That only makes sense. Why would you be at a host's house when the host is no longer there?
Because it would be counterproductive to my goals.
Are you trying to rob him? Because that will not be allowed. There are many, many guards. We do not like thieves.
I don't know if I would call it robbing so much as reappropriating things that he doesn't need and I need more.
I will warn you, the last thief we found, we chopped off their hands and drawn and quartered them.
I mean, it sounds like everybody who comes here dies anyway.
Well, everybody dies eventually. Except for our great Lord Zarovich. He's immortal.
You have a pamphlet for that?
Yeah.
I'm also immortal.
Oh, how?
It's a pamphlet. What is a pamphlet? What are these strange things you speak of?
Have a good day.
He just disappears in a poof of smoke. He can't. When are you coming? I must know.
How long will it take us to get to like level 10? Then we'll come.
What are you talking about? These things you say are so strange.
How about
when the sun rises on the second day of the battle? There we will appear.
this guy's just never gonna get a straight answer.
He even started writing it down. He's like, wait, you're not making any sense.
I'm not supposed to make sense.
It's just like, he looks so...
No, you're supposed to steal sense. Huh?
Millie will fist bump you for that one.
He's just like, now with the puns, what is happening to me? What? Finally, he looks at Sonic. You're the only one not jesting me. When can I expect you?
Make it a day after tomorrow.
Come on.
One day after tomorrow. Okay. Close the book.
Really, what is tomorrow? Is tomorrow when we go to sleep and wake up? Or is tomorrow just a fictional...
We'll call on you the day after tomorrow. And he disappears in a poof of smoke. And you hear, like, on the wind, you're so infuriating.
I like that guy.
He was fun.
I don't know why I gave him that voice. It's supposed to be this deep, creepy voice. That's his voice forever now.
All right.
This is what happens when two members of the party possess the bravery feature.
Jesus. Okay. Moving onward.
God, now I have to remember Tara Reid. Just think Sharknado. Think Sharknado.
I wrote down my fake name.
I have my notebook, but I can't find a pencil.
Donna just used Billy's name. Billy Millington? Was that? That's what it was?
Yeah.
Oh my
I should really fuck with you. Take that invitation and use it. Okay, continue.
Okay. I gotta find the map again. Turn this away from this awesome picture I love so much. If you guys have the Curse of Strahd book, you'll be able to see who I'm talking about. Barovia. So I need to go back just a little bit. There we go. Okay. I gotta see what's next on here actually. You guys, so are you just following the path? You're gonna try to walk through the trees? The castle is through the trees. There's a river. You were told there's a river about an hour's walk down the path too.
I thought we were going to the different town.
Well, there's a road to the different town, but there's lots of things to see along the way. This is not Skyrim. There's no fast travel.
I thought Arena and Ismark wanted fast travel.
Everybody wants fast travel, but it's not there. Sorry, I know, mean DM.
All right, see, choices.
Oh, nice, Matt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess you guys could just look at the overall map. It's kind of spoilery though.
Is it?
Can be. Well,
Oh.
you guys have no clue what's gonna happen along the way.
No, not really.
I
There
know
are no
there's
like markers.
there's an E3, there's an E1, got an E5.
Oh, that's just the map of Barovia.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're looking at that house at the bottom, that is where Arena and Ismark were living.
E4.
Hold on, I can go back to it real quick.
Sure.
It's confusing because Barovia is both the name of the country where you're at and the city where you were just in. So E4 is where they were living. E3 is where Mad Mary was. E1 is where the shop you guys were just in was. E2 is the pub where you met V. E5 is the church. No idea what E7 is. Didn't even realize there was an E7.
Oh, let's go back to E7 then.
You don't want to do that.
I don't even. Where is E7? I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
It's on the far right.
Out of curiosity, does it start with an M?
It's a good possibility.
Because I've heard a horror story. It's how I was described to the campaign, was that specific horror story.
Just so you know, the house is rumored to be haunted there. Oh, wait. Hold on. It's not even on that picture, is it?
Nope.
No. Yeah. So we're going to skip that all together right now. We'll come back to that later. Because you have to come back here anyway. Spoilers. Shut up, guys.
Spoilers, we're going to have to come back to the castle where we said we'd go to dinner.
Yeah, you got to come back for dinner. Duh. That's totally what I meant. So, yeah, I'm just going to assume you guys are following the path. So,
Sure.
You guys follow the road for a while. About an hour and a half later, you come across a river, and the river flows as clear and as blue as the winter sky as it cuts through the valley. And I'm talking clear and blue from back where you guys were from. You know, the sunny, sunshine, summer, have fun place. Before.
I missed that place.
Yeah.
That was a nice place.
Most people do.
We don't all die terribly. I suggest vacation.
Mhm.
More acceptable. With blind citizens carrying lots of money. Oh shit! I forgot I bought a Kinder Egg.
And so you guys, seeing that, having you stop to grab water, whatever you would do at that point, you push on, and you begin walking into the woods. And when you get in the woods, you see every now and then you see like a little grove of mushrooms over here that, you know, red cap mushrooms, white mushrooms, whatever, you know, might be growing on dead logs or something. But eventually you hear something. Millie, with your awesome passive perception.
Thank God.
You hear someone shouting in the woods, not too far out.
Millie will grab Sid's sleeve, tug it down, and then as soon as she looks at her, hold her finger to her mouth.
What What do you hear, girl?
What is it, girl? What is it?
Timmy sound well.
Points like a dog in their direction.
Gets on all fours and just does like the bloodhound thing.
Oh, that would be terrible. Oh god. I hear someone screaming over there.
Even her outrageously long cloak like sticks up like a dog's tail, you know.
All right, let's sneak over and check it out.
So you guys just creep into the woods just a little bit. You don't even have to roll stealth. I'm assuming Sana's going to follow them.
Oh, yeah.
And you see a man with his back to you. And there's kind of like a little bit of a yellow cloud around him. And he's yelling at some mushrooms on the ground. Saying things like, I don't know. Why don't you just come with me? We'll figure it out.
It seems normal.
I'm no worse than you with your books.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, should we sneak up on them? Should someone go talk to them?
I approach and say, hail and well met.
If she starts approaching, Millie's going to hide nearby. Just in case.
Noted. He turns around, and his face seems askew. And there's like sewing lines all around the perimeter of his face.
Oh my! You have something.
Who are you? Who are you? What? Are you making fun of my face? And as he says that, when he talks, his mouth moves, but the face doesn't really move at all. Like the muscles underneath move, but the face stays. And like every time he talks, you can kind of see like red, and then you can see the red under his eyes as he moves his eyes around.
I'm just gonna be like, how do you?
Uh-oh, he's cutting out. No, don't disappear again, Matt.
Out here. So, am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, what are you doing out here?
I'm talking to my friends as he aims back towards the mushrooms. Well, my friend, there's only one left. And you look down, there's like a whole grove of mushrooms. There's like 40 mushrooms here. There's only one left, he says. Oh, wait, no, you're going to think I'm crazy. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Everyone calls me Jack the Insane.
No, of course not. I know. I talk to mushrooms all the time. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Everyone calls me Jack the Mad. They don't understand. And then he like grabs you, Sana, and he pulls you over into the cloud. And you hear a small voice inside your head say, "Scared."
I hold my breath.
I know you're cutting out again. Matt makes the funniest faces when he freezes on this for me, just so you guys know. I don't know if he's frozen for you guys right now, but he is for me.
Yeah.
Am I in?
There you are.
Is it good?
He pulls you into that yellow cloud, and all you hear is a tiny voice in the back of your head say, "Scared."
Wait, she said it said Skinner?
Scared. It's a tiny voice inside your head, almost childlike.
Okay.
See, you can hear him now, can't you?
Yeah, I can. Can you put me down, please?
He's not like holding you up. He just like dragged you over.
Oh, okay. Can you let me go, sir? Can you please let me go?
Oh yes, sorry. I'm not insane. I'm not mad. He looks at the rest of them.
I heard the voice. Do you mind if I ask where you got those lovely scars on your face?
What? It just looks down for a minute. He can't quite look sad because his face doesn't move in an expression. His muscles do underneath. You can kind of see him slide underneath the skin. And he goes,
"Okay,
I made someone angry and they cut my face."
Oh, okay. I thought you were like a kind of Frankenstein thing. No offense.
How dare.
What's the name? I'm just kidding. I don't say anything.
This is where the DM actually missed something there. What's that?
I'm gonna look at the mushroom and I'm gonna try to talk to it. I'm gonna say hello. What?
You can't tell exactly which mushroom it is because they all look very similar. Well, they look like mushrooms to you.
Can you move or talk again?
Yes. But it doesn't move. It just says yes.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You are?
What?
Can you show me which one you are?
And one of the mushrooms right in the middle, and it's got it's red and has the little white circles all over the top of it. A big yellow cloud just shoots out of it towards you. And you can hear the voice a little clearer now.
Okay.
Just hello. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
I think a bit of the sound cut out for me too on all of that.
Oh, he's still frozen.
Oh no.
Nice, Jana. Hold on, there you are.
Hi. Sorry.
But it says
Yeah.
hello.
Okay.
Hello.
It just said hello?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the mushroom that shot the smoke out, and I'm gonna like pat it on its top, I guess.
Here hurts.
Oh no, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to know more about you.
Sherbert.
Your name is Sherbert?
Yes.
Oh, that's adorable.
That is adorable.
I had to write that down before I forget it.
You want
Whatever. My pen's dead.
you
Everything's failing to me today.
That's
What's
all
that,
right.
Matt?
Do you want to come with me and be friends? My name
Where?
is Sana. Just on an adventure.
Fun.
Yes, yeah, totally fun. Would you
Gary.
like to come? No. My name is Sana. It's nice to meet you.
It lets out another spore. Hello.
Oh,
You get the gist that it can only do like one word responses.
oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna get that across, but I don't know if it was.
What is the giant guy or the stitched up guy doing? Is he just like watching me talk to this thing?
Yeah. He's just sitting there kind of nodding.
Okay. Can I see if this thing is like rooted into the ground?
You could ask it.
Are you rooted into the ground?
No.
Can you walk?
No.
I didn't hear you.
No.
Would you like me to carry you?
Please.
Like
I'm
to think
embodying
that
a-
like I'd like to think that Millie and Sid are just kind of like standing back and like watching Sauna, like
Okay.
Talk to a mushroom.
yeah, but we can't hear the mushroom.
With an insane person, you might even start to think his insanity is catching on, or she's just playing sympathetic as Matt's frozen again.
What?
Yes.
Am I
Hey.
unfrozen?
There you go.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep moving until I'm unfrozen.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna put Sherbert into my backpack and carry it in like the front
Mm-hmm.
instead of like around my back. I'm just gonna carry it like on my chest.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna walk back.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Nick.
The man, as he called himself, Jack, says, "You be careful with that little one. He's the last of his kind around here."
Oh no, what happened to his family?
They all they all got eaten.
By who?
People that eat mushrooms.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta protect this little fella.
It's not good. He's right endangered.
Yeah, no kidding. I gotta save them.
I totally did a 180 on this voice. That's okay.
Hey, do you wanna come with? Where are you going right now?
Nowhere in particular, but I gotta keep the little guy safe. Myconiids are rare, at least around these parts.
Myconiids,
especially above ground. You ever seen one above ground? I don't think you have.
I don't think I've seen one underground because I've never been underground.
That's unfortunate. It is a lot of fun. You ever go spelunking? Spelunking's fun.
I can't say I have. I just started adventuring quite recently. Say, I have some friends hiding in the woods for some reason. Do you want to come meet them?
Well, I can see the one right there. I think she dropped a book. No, she didn't drop it anymore.
Okay, well, I'll introduce you. Come here.
And he'll follow you over. And as soon as you get over near Sid, like even before Millie walks in, another poof of the yellow spore sprays all over them. And Sid, you hear another voice inside your head. It says, "Hello."
Oh God, no! Not again.
And Millie, if you would walk forward into the cloud, you would hear that too.
Now Millie's still watching this from a little hiding spot.
Fairly certain everyone's lost their mind.
What are these people doing?
Where did Millie go?
Guys, I think Strahd is talking to me again, except his voice is like really high pitched this time.
Oh no! That's just Sherbert.
Who's Sherbert?
This is Sherbert. I poke. Or
Oh, it's creepy. What is that thing?
Jack will say, "That's a myconid. They're super rare, especially above ground. Above ground myconid. Not food."
What did you?
That sounds like a robot.
Yeah.
There you are.
Am I okay now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't eat these things?
Apparently they taste good because they're
Oh.
weird, but I don't want to eat this.
Jack's just shaking his head. You know, it can hear everything you're saying, right? Talking about eating its family. It's just,
But we're not going to eat this one. We're going to save him.
that's a good plan. We have to get him out of Barovia and into the Underdark in like a normal place, not this place. This
You know
place
how to get to the Underdark?
know how to what?
You know how to get to the Underdark?
I've never left Barovia, but I'm guessing you just have to go underground. I've heard stories from travelers. That's where this little myconid came from. They brought, like, a couple decades ago, a group of adventurers brought a bunch of myconids, but they were tall and walking mushrooms. It was crazy. And then, they started having babies, I guess you could call them, here in the forest. And then people started eating all the myconids, and it's not okay. And now we have Sherbert.
So should we start digging?
Maybe we can ask the gravedigger if we could borrow a shovel.
No. We can't do that in Barovia. We have to leave Barovia.
Well, Sana, you can just hang on to that little side quest and let's get back on the road.
Sure.
And as you guys,
Millie will join up and be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? A mushroom."
This is Sherbert. Say hello, Sherbert.
Yeah, you're all crazy. You're all crazy.
Silence.
praise all over Millie. Hello.
What in the absolute? What?
You can only say one word.
Rude.
Do you know how to swear?
No, don't teach it swears.
I'm gonna teach you to swear.
Bad.
Repeat after me.
Sherbert, don't listen. Plug your mushroom ears.
We're gonna, and as you guys get back to the road, as Millie's trying to teach Sherbert, poor baby Sherbert, bad words, and getting weird looks from the rest of your growing gaggle of group, we're gonna end it there
Okay.
for the episode. I'll talk to the players here for a second afterwards. But does anyone have any plugs yet? Yes, no, maybe so. No, okay. Well, this has been Curse on Dice, our Geeks on Dice version of Curse of Strahd. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say today. And hope to see you guys again next week. Maybe getting a change of job, so it might be a different time. So we'll talk. I'll talk to that about the players later. Blah blah blah. Words, English, vocabularies. So, bye everybody.
Bye bye.